The Play-by-Play Student Sports Network. The best students of sports.
Yo guys, welcome to this play-by-play sports broadcasting student sports network broadcast of Celtics at Sixers game 6. Celtics facing elimination right now. Who do we think is going to win tonight here, Matthew? I got the Boston Celtics here. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to come back from this deficit. I feel like they just have the momentum right now, even though they got destroyed in the last game. I don't know why. I just got that feeling that Boston's going to win. What do you think?
Yeah, Jacob. Now, I'm not quite sure what you mean when you say that they have the momentum, as they just came off of a loss. But I do think that it will be close till the end. Honestly, a 50-50, and I could see the series going either way. But I think I will have to give it to the Celtics because I don't see the Celtics losing in a 6-game series to the 76ers. I just think that they're, at least if they lose, going to be able to bring it to 7. So I would be shocked if they lost this game.
Yeah, I think one of the key factors in this game may be James Harden. Now we're going to bring on the play-by-play analyst here tonight, Chase Colburn.
Jacob, Matthew, thanks so much. Yeah, guys, I will be the play-by-play guy tonight. But, I mean, adding on to Jacob's point here, I kind of want to touch on this game. With the way that Al Horford guarded Joel Embiid in Game 4, you saw the Celtics brought the double on that final, on the last scored possession of the game, and you saw Embiid was doubled. He kicked it out to Harden, and Harden knocked down the 3. This entire series thus far has come down to, can James Harden play well in the playoffs? We saw in games 2 and 3 that James Harden was not that guy. He was not playing at a high level. But we saw in games 1 and 4 that when James Harden is hot, he can play great ball. And we even saw last game. I mean, he had a double-double, 10 assists. He's the league's leading assist leader. When he can play the way he plays in the regular season, come postseason time, this Philly team is really hard to beat. Since he seems to be the only thing that's holding the Sixers back from being a true contender from an NBA championship. Or they already are, but from being truly the favorite to win the NBA championship right now. Will they close out the series, though, is a different question. I mean, this Boston team is so well-rounded. They have defense, offense, rebounding, physicality, a lot good coaching, in my opinion. And they do not have any momentum whatsoever, but I think they have a talented enough team where Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the 2 All-NBA guys, could lead the Celtics past the 76ers tonight. I think the key for Boston is to get Grant Williams going. Grant Williams had 0 points in Game 5, and I think if you could get him going, a real player like that, off the bench, say he has 15 points, I think they can open up the Celtics offense and allow Tatum and Brown, again, as I just mentioned, the 2 All-NBA guys, to do their thing. But this is going to be a great game. I'm going to have Boston winning. I can't see Boston going out in 6, but I do see Philly winning the series. But actually, I don't know if I see Philly win the series. I want Philly to win the series, but I think Boston is just a really talented team, and I definitely see them coming out here and getting a win in a tight one.
And do you think that whoever wins this series is going to the finals?
Yes.
Or do you think that the Heat or the Knicks have a chance?
Doubting Jimmy Butler is what we've all been doing for months, so I don't really know what to think.
I don't know. It depends. I feel like no offense
I think that
but I feel like
I
the
think that
Sixers
whoever
are going to win the
wins
series. I think the Heat are going to go to the final.
And
but
what I would love to
is,
see,
it's going to be a much different series.
And
I feel like
Heat fan too. You were in that Heat jersey last time, guys. If you don't know sports for kids, you got to check it out. And our number one topic is talking about how Jacob cheers for, I could you not, 87 teams. Count it up.
Super specific, but and also very off, but whatever.
Also,
you're right. It's off. It's 97.
Also, can we talk about how big a Celtics versus Lakers finals would be? Because they're both at 17 rings.
What
and that
what
would
what do you
decide-
mean? What do you mean? The Lakers aren't going to make the finals. Suns are going to knock them out.
Suns don't even knock out the Nuggets.
Yeah, they are. They're going to win tonight, in my
Just
opinion.
so clueless right now. What's going
So,
on?
yeah, I just feel like that would be a really exciting matchup to see who gets the 18th
You know,
ring.
Matthew, can I add on to that real quick? Because I was talking with my dad about what would be the best finals matchup, and we kind of agreed that it would be Celtics Lakers. I mean, how fun would that be? Again, the battle for the 18th
No, it
ring.
wouldn't be.
How would that not be fun? Jacob, you were in Philly the night where LeBron.
Nobody
got fouled.
wants to see the two best teams in NBA history battle it out. I mean, literally.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
No,
They want to
no.
see good teams.
They
Yes,
want
they do.
underdogs. That's why I think having the Heat versus Lakers rematch in the final might be even more exciting. Because I
No,
just
it
don't
won't be.
feel like,
Did you see that game? Did you see the game in January between the Lakers and the Celtics? Did you see that game?
no, went to bed before. No, I'm kidding. I did see it.
Although,
That was clearly a foul on Tatum. That
Exactly.
was a
So
foul.
the point is, if we can get to see that matchup again, LeBron versus Tatum and the Lakers versus Celtics, that was maybe the most exciting.
now,
regular
Chase,
season
I
game of the
also
season.
wouldn't.
And we may get to see that playoff basketball in the finals. Why would you want to see that?
I also think that one of the best series, could be the two highest MVP candidates in Jokic versus Embiid going at
That's
it. 'cause
not
we-
going to
we've s-
happen. Oh
we've
yeah.
seen
Speaking of which, on
we've
Sports
seen
Figures,
some,
I
like-
said Embiid was going to win it, and you guys didn't. So
we've seen some
Jacob,
games
I made a
Jacob,
good
during the
prediction.
time out. Matthew, I don't mean to interrupt. Jacob, our thoughts were not who we thought was going to win. If you actually go back, I said this very specifically. I thought Embiid was going to win. I thought Jokic should have won. I knew the voters were going to give it to Embiid because of the narrative.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
get it
yeah,
now.
definitely, yep. Mhm.
But Jokic deserved the MVP. I would, adding on to Matthew's
He
point,
doesn't
or
deserve
maybe
the
Jacobs,
MVP. I don't know.
maybe Jacobs. I forget who just said that. Who seeing the battle of the MVPs like we saw in January when Embiid put up 47 and 18 and the 76ers.
Yeah, you
pushed up
destroyed Jokic.
I would. They didn't destroy the Nuggets, so I would love to see that matchup.
and we've seen that matchup with like little portions throughout the season and a little bit last year. We've seen like some games here and there, but I feel like it'd be much different in a 7-game series where we can really get the feel of things and see how it goes down.
Guys, by the way, have we thought about the fact that perhaps the two best games this regular season, Embiid's 47 and 18 over Jokic to come back from down 15 in the third quarter, and then the LeBron no foul call against the Celtics. Those are, I think, consensually considered two of the best regular season games this year.
And I'm pretty sure those both
And they happen on the
happened
same day.
Yeah,
And they happened on the same day. How crazy is that?
I mean,
Man,
and that was
January
rivalry week. too.
January 28th was just a day for basketball.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I honest personally,
Not
I
for the
think that's the
Wizards. The
greatest
Wizards
game I've
lost
ever
that.
seen.
Pretty sure the
one
Wizards
that
lost
we
that
went
night.
to.
Although at that point, I mean, that's not that unusual. So like, it's still
January 28th of all days, guys.
actually I feel like it'd be more shocking and I feel like it'd be a more exciting day if the Wizards actually won because when does that ever happen?
Didn't they win that day too?
No, they may have. I don't know. I mean, all these
I know
Wizards teams
Pistons
won it.
didn't. Hey, they
Look,
never win
James
any.
Harden, baby.
Oh, so you like the 76ers too, huh?
No, I like James
Oh,
Harden.
wow, you loot like for every team. Wow.
I like James Harden.
And I like Joe Burrow.
But then why do you cheer for the Bengals? Like, I wouldn't be
Oh my
jumping up and
God,
down on my
Chase, that
seat.
doesn't- What do you mean? Why do I cheer for the Bengals? Because Joe Burrow plays on the Bengals.
But like, if James Harden a buzzer beater, if I weren't commentating this game, having to have enthusiasm, I wouldn't like. I would just be on my couch and be like, "Wow, nice shot by my guy." But like, I wouldn't like go like, like you did with the Bengals and Sam Hubbard. Like, no offense,
What?
I don't
What?
care. I don't really
Why
care.
would you be like, oh, wow, nice shot. He hit a shot at the buzzer. That's absolutely insane. No, why would you do that? What?
I would stand up and I'd be like, "Wow, what a shot!" But like, I don't go crazy over a
Also,
buzzer
Sam
beater.
Hubbard went to Ohio State.
I like
so-
how anything that us three are ever in, it always ends up going back to Jacob liking a lot of teams.
Well, I mean, Chase is always saying, like, oh, yeah, Jacob likes all these teams. Well, Chase also likes all these teams, but then he's always saying that he likes players, which is the same thing as me. I like the Heat because I like Bam Adebayo.
Jacob, I would not buy a 76ers Eastern Conference Finals shirt like you did with the Cincinnati Bengals. I would not do that. I would not do that. I bought a James Harden bobblehead because I like James Harden. I could care less about the Philadelphia 76ers. I like James Harden.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about a diehard sports fan, I cheer for 5 teams. The Orioles, the Ravens, the Caps, the Wizards, and the Huskies. And that is undebatable.
And Alabama.
Debate me on that.
And Alabama.
At college football, I'm a casual. I mean, sure, Alabama, I guess. But, I mean.
Hey, he likes more than one team per sport, guys.
How?
Because you like Alabama.
For football.
Yeah, and you like UConn for football.
I mean, college football is a completely different game. I also like Fairfield U, if you want to say that too.
Well, how do we get so off topic? This is supposed to be Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
It is Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And I show a James Harden bobblehead about Game 6, and you're telling me I cheer for 85 teams.
Because that's what you say.
Because you buy shirts from the team of your favorite player.
So?
That means you cheer for the team. So here's the thing, Joe Burrow on that one.
Matthew is just sitting there like, what's up, guys?
Guys, you do realize on that one fumble, Joe Burrow had nothing to do with that fumble. So why were you jumping up and down?
Because I want Joe Burrow's team to win.
Exactly, that's my point. I wouldn't jump up and down if the 76ers were playing.
No, why? Literally, why?
Because I'm a Wizards fan.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Like, if you don't put that into consideration, like, let's say you're a freaking Wizards fan or something like that, and you like James Harden, I'm pretty sure you would be jumping up and down and you saw his team win off like a buzzer beater hit by like Joel Embiid or something like that, right?
But I do like the Wizards. That's the point. I'm a loyal sports.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew, you got to change the topic here. This is your show now. You got to change the topic. Because I'll tell you, guys, we have to have an episode on Sports for Kids where we go through our biggest debates. Is Giannis good? Tom Brady or Joe Montana? Does Jacob cheer for 85 teams?
I like how all those just relate to Jacob.
And Chase.
Not really.
Yeah,
not really.
What do you mean?
I mean,
you're saying Giannis isn't good. You're saying Giannis isn't good as a hot take. You're saying Joe Montana is better than Tom Brady as a hot take. And you cheering for 85 teams is outrageous. Everything has to do with you.
Yeah, but Matthew never argues about that. You're always the one that's saying all these facts about, Tom Brady's a GOAT because he has more Super Bowls than Joe Montana does.
That's not the only reason why. Let's not have this debate. It's a basketball show.
Zeke, Tom Brady is not the GOAT. Shush.
All right. By the way, also, it really bothers me that you're talking about a player's talent with rings, because then you could say that Danny Green is better than Charles Barkley.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Super Bowls are a team thing.
But
anyway,
there's more
let's
than
go move on to
Super Bowl.
basketball. Who do y'all got winning the finals now?
But, I mean, when you win 7 Super Bowls...
Oh, my God, Chase. I just told you to move the topic, and then now you're...
So you're allowed to make your point on the topic, and then you say change it before I can make my point. That's not how it works.
Said that, and then you...
On PTI, Stephen A. Smith doesn't make his point and then not let Kendrick Perkins make his. He just said, all right, let's move on, Kendrick. No one cares.
Okay, what do you have to say, Chase?
All I was going to say is when you win, there's more to the argument as well. That's number one. Number two, when you win 7 Super Bowls, there's a certain amount, like Danny Green's won 2 as a role player. When you're the best player on 7, fine, the first one he wasn't the best player. When you're the best player on 6 Super Bowl teams, that's not a coincidence. Like, you're clearly a winning player. Okay. Let's move on. Basketball. So, guys, do we all
got winning the finals right now?
No, that's not. Do we all have the Celtics winning?
No.
You
the
have
finals?
The
finals.
Not the finals. This game. This game.
This game? I have the Celtics, but it's going to be close.
Yeah. Well, I have the Celtics winning. I have the Celtics winning the series.
I could see the Celtics are going to win on home court, and I think.
Although I could definitely see this coming down to like a 5-point foul game at the end.
Yeah, I could see that too. What's up, Zeke?
Yeah,
How you
could be.
doing?
Hey, how are you?
You got the producer's voice on. I don't know what's going on. Matthew, welcome back on the show.
Oh, our producer.
So, yeah, I think game's about to go underway. Guys, I think you're going to have to move out the way because it is time for our commercial. Or scratch that. Not time for our commercial. Starting lineups in this game for the 76ers, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid. For the Celtics, should be looking like Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. Don't see any ad going on. So this game is about to get underway between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. I do not know why they're showing Jacob at this point. There we go. All right. Celtics 76ers. We all got the Celtics winning. But can the 76ers close out the series and eliminate Boston and go to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since Allen Iverson was playing basketball? That was a pretty long time ago. All right, here we go. Tip off right now coming up between Joel Embiid and Robert Williams. Embiid, the 2023 NBA MVP, looking to win the tip. We are underway here from Philadelphia. Harden gets it early. Here's the beard. Out to Tucker in the corner. Trying to find Embiid. He does. At the point, he tries to work on Horford. Now posting him up even before the free throw line. He kicks it back out. Harden trying to drive it in. That pass is deflected out of bounds. He was looking for PJ Tucker, but they said it was out on Tucker, so it will be Boston basketball after a nice defensive possession. Brown looking to get in on Tucker. Now it's Marcus Smart. Out. Tatum. Smart wide open corner three. Just rolls out. Maxey up to Harden, and he slows it down. Harden. Some dribbles on Brown. Now drives it in on Williams, and he says no, but not before contact. It looks like they will call a foul on Robert Williams and 2 shots. Wait, I'm trying to see. Harden looks disappointed. I'm not sure what they're going to call here. I thought it was a block. Let's look at this one again. Harden driving it in. Yeah, that is contact. But they're not going to call it shooting foul. All right. Maxey's got it. 11-14 left in the first. He's going to try to drive it in. Maxey over Williams. Floater rims off. Horford grabs the rebound. And he's bringing up the ball for Boston. Out Smart. He'll slow it down. 13 on the shot clock. Tatum in the corner. Spin move. Into the paint. Out. Smart. Point 3. Good. Marcus Smart begins the day with a 3-pointer. The Celtics have the first points of the night with 10:44 left to go here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. Trying to drive in on Brown, uses Embiid's screen to do so. Now kicks it out to a wide open PJ Tucker, and he's bottoms on a 3 to tie the game at 3 apiece. And then Brown, the Celtics, looking to get it the other way quickly. He's working on a more physical Tucker. He tries to get it into Williams. That ball is tipped and goes to Harden. The beard out. Embiid. And he is rejected at the rim. Now Smart. He tries to throw it up. Tatum being guarded by Harris. Williams with the wide open slam down. And possession basketball. Embiid seems to be limping on the other end. And that is not what the 76ers want, even though they are 2-0. Without Joel Embiid thus far this postseason. And maybe he is hurt. That one rims off. That's Embiid's second miss of the day. Here's Brown now trying to drive it in on Tucker. Brown pulls up, and he knocks it down. Nice job creating separation on Tucker, and Brown does the rest. Maxey bringing it up for Philadelphia. Being guarded by Smart. Here's Harden. Screen from Embiid. Doesn't really use it that well. Now kicks it out Tucker where he made his last 3. He gives it up. Harden, then Embiid. And he's trapped up. And Smart steals it like a bully. And then gets Embiid a foul, as it will be Boston basketball. And that was simply who wanted it more. And it was one of the most aggressive players in basketball. Smart just snags that from him and draws contact to give Boston the basketball. Embiid just lost his dribble there, and there was nothing he could do at that point. Smart found the one opportunity to go find him, and he did. And then Embiid held his arm, and he's arguing with the referees currently. And Doc Rivers doesn't seem to be happy either. 9:15 left to go in the first quarter, and I guess it's going to be anyone's free. I think they're going to call a technical foul here. All right, it looks like Embiid. Tatum makes the first. And so 8-3 Boston at this point. A little confused on what happened there. Boston now will get it in. They have the ball as well, as it's Brown out to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Harris. He tries to float it up. That one doesn't go so well. Harden driving it the other way. Out Harris. Penetrating towards the rim on Brown. Fading away. Just rims off. Smart. Driving it in. Brown. That's a nice move. Out Horford. Smart. And that one's deflected by Harden. He could have had an open shot. He was trying to find Tatum for the wide open three, and Harden got his hands on it. Harden saving a possible wide open 3-point look from Boston. But they still have the ball. It's Brown being guarded by Tucker, then Williams, then back to Brown. Working on Tucker. Doesn't really use Williams' screen. Brown trapped up, and he draws contact on Tucker. Tucker was playing great defense, but went in too much and was called for contact. So Jaylen Brown will head to the free throw line. Let's see if this truly was contact here. I think that's a tough one to call there. I mean, let's see. I don't know. That seems like a tough one to call. But Brown will go to the line for two, and he knocks down the first. And then the second. Here comes Maxey with his team down 7 early. He gets it into Embiid, being guarded by the shorter Horford. Embiid trying to work on him, now kicks it out. Beard from downtown. Rolls off. Tatum grabs the board, and the Celtics are driving the other way with ease. Brown passes up on it, then drives it in, then kicks it out. Smart three. Bottoms. Smart looks, smart shots, smart basketball. Celtics lead by 10, and Doc Rivers has got to call an early timeout. Wow. What great basketball. We're going to bring in the guys from the studio, Jacob Muncie and Matthew Heiserman.
I'm really behind on this
So
game.
far, it's looking good. As I said, smart basketball. Celtics lead by 10.
Yeah,
The Sixers got to figure it out. They're down by 10 early, and you don't want to give this Celtics team a good lead to start the game because it is not an easy team to come back from.
Yeah, my TV's probably about like 15 seconds behind. But
Yeah,
Marcus Smart has been playing great. He has those 2 threes, and then he had the amazing defensive play against Embiid there. That's just
Man
a
got
great.
Embiid into foul trouble.
Yeah,
Or
and
not
that's
foul
just a
trouble,
great.
but yeah.
You really.
Yeah, it's not looking so
it's-
good already at the start of the game for Philadelphia.
It's tough because
guys, are we
they
gonna
don't
talk about
have-
the fact that Matthew,
they
go
don't
ahead.
have like effort stats. Like for instance, things where like how many screens you or like how many charges you take. But like if they had that, Marcus Smart's stats would be great because he's just an incredible hustle player, and like he's willing to put his body on the line for his team.
Guys, are we going to talk about the fact that, I don't know, Embiid was limping on that play? Hello?
I mean, he looked fine. He was playing the play after. It didn't look that big of a deal.
And he missed
honestly.
a shot. I don't know if, from what I'm
So,
seeing, it looks like he's
Chase,
having trouble
people
with-
He
miss
is looking
shot-
cold right now.
People miss shots in life.
I know, but like he hasn't been moving the same way on defense. Like we know Embiid, the guy that can step back, hit a three, then drive in with a crazy Euro step. We haven't seen that from Embiid, and we saw that on that one play where he got hurt, showing he really does want to play that way. And then boom, he's not playing that way.
Although
I mean,
this
He didn't really
the word-
do much of the Brooklyn injury either, and it missed him not only the last game of the Brooklyn series, but the first game of the Boston series. So,
I mean,
Embiid is
we're
not the most
four-
durable person on the planet.
we're 4 minutes into the game. I feel like we should definitely keep notice of this topic. see how he keeps playing throughout the game. Although it's kind of too early to say right now.
Yeah. So, early start for Boston. I wonder, I would keep the starters in now, but, like, do you put in any bench players? Like, do we see Grant Williams come into the game? Do we see the sixth man of the year, Malcolm Brogdon, come into the game? Guys like that, do we see them come into the game at this point? I think that is the question.
I think you have to wait until they lose a little momentum when they do, because I don't think you have to mess up any rotations with how they're playing now.
Yeah.
But at the same, yes. But if Philadelphia goes to their bench, next free throw, I would start to put in guys like Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Grant Williams, etc. I would consider that because if
How
Philly
about
wants to go to their bench,
Philadelphia? Do they have to make any substitutions?
well, tell me if I'm wrong. Tobias Harris hasn't even touched the ball once, so they got to get him more involved on
Yeah, I
offense.
would love to see
And
him
I don't
touch
think
the ball.
I don't think Tyrese Maxey has attempted a shot either, and that's not really a good recipe.
The
to
role
success.
players are
Now, the good thing that I've been seeing with the Celtics is that, so like some teams, they have their star like Tatum, and they have to rely on that star every play. But I feel like the Celtics are a very balanced team where they feel like comfortable giving the ball to anyone.
All right, looks like the game
All right,
is about
game's
to come
back
back
on.
on.
Matthew Jacob,
Bye,
thank
guys.
you so much. And so we are back underway here. Just under 7 minutes left to go. 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Harden gives it to Embiid. We were watching out for his injuries, trying to move in. That leg seems stiff. That shot also does. Tucker, the hustle play with the rebound. Now Maxey kicks it out. Tucker, he's got to drive it in with 7 on the shot clock. Maxey, Harris, Harden, he's going to have to put one up. 2 seconds, step back, block from Tatum. Shot clock expires. That's a Boston defense for you right there. With 7:34 left in the first. What a great job by Tatum to stand Harden up. That step back didn't work. He couldn't get him to hesitate, and Tatum just waited for him to shoot it. Matthew was just mentioning how Marcus Smart would rank high on all the hustle plays. Does anyone want to talk about the fact that PJ Tucker would rank high on the hustle plays as well? So I'm not sure what they are going to call. Somehow it is Philadelphia basketball. 0.6 are saying left on the shot clock. So they're going to have to get a quick shot. They got to get it in. Harris, I don't know if he got it off. Doesn't really matter. Hit the back of the backboard. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see there from Tobias Harris. And it seemed like they had to get it in if they wanted to have some sort of possession. So great defense for Boston. And they will get the basketball with 7:33 left in the first. Jaylen Brown bringing it up for Boston. He's being guarded by Harris. Then Tatum. Tatum's being guarded by DeAnthony Melton, who came into the game, and he lobs one up. Robert Williams starts it down. Williams has got 4 of Boston's 15. The Celtics lead by 12. Maxey. He'll float one up. Doesn't go so well. Smart. Trying to make a nice pass. It wasn't so smart, though. Harden gets that one. Then Maxey. Then Harris driving it in on Horford. And he's met at the rim. Boston's playing so versatile defensively like they have for the past 2 years. And it has set the tone early. Tatum being guarded by Harden, and he draws contact. This Boston Celtics team is doing everything we saw from them last year and everything we've seen from them this year, and that includes Robert Williams' throwdowns like this one. And what a pass from Tatum. And Embiid had to stay with him because of his dangerous floater, and it allowed Williams to do the dirty work. Tatum gets it in to Williams, then Brown. They had Tucker guarding Brown. Now they have Harris. We'll see if that changes. Maxey gets a steal as Brown was intending for White. Maxey drives it in, and that one is good. Nice play by Tyrese Maxey, giving Philadelphia some momentum here in the middle of the first. White gives it up to Brown. So the only substitutions, by the way, were that Marcus Smart is now out, Derek White is in, and then for Philly, it looks like PJ Tucker is out, and now DeAnthony Melton is in as Boston turns it over. Just couldn't really develop much on offense there. And this play, great play by Maxey. Then didn't draw contact, but was still physical there with Brown at the rim. and just laid it in with the right. That's really athletic. That just shows his athleticism right there and his versatility on both sides of the ball. Harden, he brings it up. He's guarded by Grant Williams. Williams came in for Robert Williams. Harden out Embiid. He drives it in, and Embiid throws it down. That leg looks just fine to me. Joel Embiid, the 2023 NBA MVP, has got his first points of the day with 5:50 left to go in the first, and this deficit has been cut to single digits. Brown, out White, then Brown. Brown driving it in. Now he's going to have to put one up, and that one's no good. Great defense from Tobias Harris, and Harden will slow down the pace. And then he speeds it right back up, kicking it out Embiid. Embiid's got the height with Brown. I wonder if they will take advantage of that. 9 on the shot clock. Try to get Embiid in the paint. Harden tries to drive it in on Horford. That doesn't go so well. Williams to Brown, and they're going to say that Brogdon, not Williams. It's been Brogdon in the entire time, not Williams. Brogdon gets called for the travel. So it's going to be Philadelphia basketball. And that changes things quite a bit. It sure does. Here we go. Maxey. Try to drive it in on Jaylen Brown. Now he kicks it out. Harris drives it in, throws it down, and Philadelphia has cut the deficit to 2 possessions, and it seems to be their game right now. That's 6 unanswered for Philly, and they're showing that they still have some hope. Brown, floating one up, off the mark. Philadelphia's got all the momentum. Can they keep it? Harris, Maxey, Melton. No, Harris a good offensive rebound. Then there's Maxey, and he drains a 3. It's a 3-point game, and Joe Mazzulla is gonna have to call timeout. A 9-0 run for Philadelphia. And just like that, we got ourselves a ball game.
Now, this right here is where the subs have to come in for the Celtics. I was saying when they lose momentum, and that is right now. It's 15-12. Good comeback from Philly. So I feel like they have to make some changes.
Yeah, I think they have to. By the way, we are the NFL schedule is also coming out at this time, which is really funny. And as we're saying this, the games have come out. Jacob, Ravens got the Bengals in week 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lions in week 7.
Ravens play Lions?
Yep, and then Ravens, yeah, they do. And then Ravens.
We are doing that game live. There's no doubt in my mind we're doing that game live. All right.
Oh, I'm not doing that game live.
Are you going to be at the game? But I want to see you and Jacob yell at each other for 2 hours.
No way. I'm too stressed. I can't commentate Ravens games.
No. Chase is fine. Chase will be fine.
Thursday Night Football, Week 11 with the Bengals, guys. I'm not commentating now.
The Lions are gonna lose to the Ravens unless
Ravens get back-to-back primetime games. One against Jacksonville, one against San Francisco. Wow.
Hey, at least I'm happy that the Lions at least have one national TV game. Finally, it's been like 3 years since we've had one. Other than on Thanksgiving, obviously, but like that.
So guys, what do you think right now?
About what?
The Lions the game, the basketball game we're watching.
Oh, well, you put me off topic with like following up. Okay, anyway, what I think of it, Celtics definitely need to make some changes. They just gave up a 9-0 run, and this Philadelphia team, this is what they've been doing really all series. They've been coming back from many deficits, and so yeah, this is exactly what I think a lot of people are going to expect. This game's going to be close coming down the stretch. Maybe both teams will have like some sort of run where they get a 10-point lead, but I'm pretty sure this game will still be going back and forth.
Right. Matthew, what do you think?
I mean, it's just been impressive how the 76ers have come back so far, and I do just want to mention that happened when they took out Marcus Smart. So maybe they put Smart back in here. Not sure. I'm guessing he might have been a little tired. They might have needed to give him a little rest. But with how he's been playing, I don't really understand why they had to take him out so soon.
I mean, the Celtics were up, 10 when he was on, and then now they're only up 3 when he was
Yeah, and
off.
he was just
Yeah, so I
playing
feel like
great,
you
hit
want to
those
bring
2
him back
threes.
in and take off.
So I feel like they have to bring him back in.
By the way,
And
very
at least
interesting
just see
move
how
very interesting move by Philadelphia to take out PJ Tucker. He seemed to be one of the heart and souls of the team, and
Nah,
kind of
he
that
wasn't really doing too well.
I feel
mean,
like
he hit
PJ
1
Tucker
3, but I mean,
is
other
like
than
a
that,
needed player on every team needs a player like PJ Tucker.
exactly. That's why when the Warriors have a PJ Tucker 2.0 with Draymond Green, that's why they win so many championships, and because of Steph Curry.
Yeah,
All right, guys,
that person too.
move out the way. It's
Bye.
go time again here with the 76ers and the Celtics. 76ers on a 9-0 run. It's a 3-point game. And all of a sudden, it's been the Tyrese Maxey show. He had 5 of the 9 in Philadelphia's 9-0 run, and he started it as well with the steal. We're back underway here in Philadelphia. Brogdon picks up his dribble early and gets it to White. White gets it into Tatum. Being guarded by the smaller Melton. Tatum can take advantage of this, or he can fumble the ball and then miss a layup and then miss 2 layups as Embiid grabs the board. And then Harden to Harris. I don't know what happened there. Harris just jumped past the ball like a bungee jumper. I don't know what's happening there. Brogdon the other way. Bottoms on a 3. And the momentum just went back to Boston. It's hard being guarded by Brown. Now being guarded by Tatum. Harden trying to do some step back, or he'll drive it in, make Tatum feel crazy, and then misses the wide open free throw shot. And then Brogdon in, Tatum, no. Why is everybody missing easy shots? It's still a 6-point game. Maxey gets it in, Embiid. He's taller than Horford. Can he take advantage of it? Or will he miss another layup like everyone else? He will, except he was fouled. Still limping a little bit at Embiid. Jaylen Brown gets into foul trouble, and the MVP will go to the line. Speaking of the MVP, Embiid is not only an MVP, but he may be one of the most valuable offensive players the game has to offer, as Embiid has back-to-back scoring titles in the NBA. He's a 6-time All-Star, a 5-time All-NBA recipient, or 4 or 5. I forget if they updated it. But 4 or 5 All-NBA recipient, 6-time All-Star, and MVP, 2-time scoring champion. It feels like it's only a matter of time before Embiid starts to cement himself as a lock for the Hall of Fame, as maybe Nikola Jokic already is with his 2 MVPs. Embiid at the line, he made the first one, he makes the second one. The deficit is back to 4. I don't know if whoever was at 4, but it now is at 4. Here in the first quarter, 3:18 left in the first to be exact. Marcus Smart back in the game for Boston. It's Horford to Brogdon. Brogdon pulls up back-to-back threes for Malcolm Brogdon. And the Celtics lead by 3 possessions. Brogdon, the 6th man of the year, setting the tone. Maxey, screen from Daniel House, who came into the game for Philadelphia. It's Maxey pulling up with one from downtown, and that one goes in. They're just trading threes at this point. Here's White. White trying to drive it in on Maxey. He kicks it out. Tatum out Horford. Horford driving it in, and then Embiid with this unbelievable rejection. Philadelphia goes the other way. Melton somehow keeping it in his House. Now House the step back on White, and it looks like he didn't build it with bricks because it fell apart on that one. It's Brogdon driving it in on House, and Embiid has another rejection. That's back-to-back, and they're going to call goaltending, and Embiid doing the LeBron James foul argument there, and Embiid is not happy with that call. I personally thought it was a block. Let's look at this one again. Brogdon driving it in. That's a block right there. That wasn't even close to a goaltend. Embiid definitely got his hand on it before that one. I don't know how they called that one a goaltending. It was very deceiving when it was happening, but clearly not a goaltend. They're still going to call it anyway. And be now the other way. Melton, Harris, can House respond? Yes, he does. This time he built it with bricks, and he built it right, his House. It's a 3-point game. I guess the goaltend was not reviewable. We have a producer asking that. Horford now Smart Smart tries to get it to Horford. He has an open mid-range, just not an open rim, I guess. It's no good. House now brings it the other way. He's been helping change the momentum of this game. Embiid working on a smaller Smart. Harris wide open three. No. Tatum grabs the board and an unbelievable pass to White on the outlet pass. White, Tatum driving it in on Embiid. He has to stop. White has to shoot, and White's got to score. 6-point lead for Boston with 1:16 left in the first. And it seems that these two teams are just trading buckets with the Celtics on the verge of elimination. Harris getting into Embiid. Horford has not done a great job guarding him today. He's been okay. Embiid tries to drive it in, and he draws contact. I'm not sure if they're going to call it on Horford or Smart. It looks like they'll call it on Horford. So Embiid will go to the line, and now they're going to tee him up. They're going to tee up Al Horford, and a big momentum changer here in Philadelphia. So just like that, someone will shoot a technical, Embiid will shoot free throws, and I'm not sure how that works. It may also be Philadelphia basketball, and I don't know really what Horford's arguing about because that was clearly a foul. Embiid. He's already had a solid game thus far. He knocks down the first one of the two. Joel Embiid has had a fine day. He's got 5 points on the day, but Maxey leads the Sixers in scoring with 8. On Friday, tomorrow, ESPN, Heat, Knicks. Can the Knicks close out the series? Lakers, Warriors. Can the Lakers close out the series? Or will we have Game 7 with two of the greatest franchises of all time, or not greatest, most popular franchises of all time coming back? All right. Embiid knocks down both. It's a 4-point game. And it is Derek White bringing it up for Boston. Tatum trying to drive it in. That one's on Melton. Now he kicks it out. White, step back on Melton. 3. Rims off. Nice rebound from Daniel House. Now it is Tyrese Maxey bringing it up for Philadelphia. He pulls up from way deep. No. And then House couldn't get the rebound as he went too much in. And White was right there to grab it. The Celtics, 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. White is trying to drive it in on House with 7 on the shot clock. And Tatum, now to White, out to Brogdon, 3. He's got to put it up, and he knocks it down. 3 threes in the first quarter for Malcolm Brogdon. Philadelphia's got to go quick. The thing is rolling, and the clock is starting. That is truly unbelievable that the clock still started. We've had many instances like that he didn't get his goaltending, and now he's trying to get his rolling, but now Boston's going to know what they're doing, and Philadelphia basically gets cheated out of a possession right there, or at least a possession that they were trying to get. Still Philly basketball. It is Melton trying to pass it in. Harris, Maxey, and Embiid are all on the first side of half court. They give it to Embiid. Embiid on Tatum. He pulls up from downtown. Embiid shot no. Brogdon tips it out. And that does it for one quarter of basketball. The Celtics 29, Sixers 22. The Sixers got their offense going, but it's still the quarter finished the way it started. Boston, Boston, Boston. Let's bring back on to the show Jacob and Matthew. But before we do that, let's go to our commercial. Play-by-play sports broadcasting camps.
All right. If you have a child like these 3 lovely gentlemen here that are interested in sports broadcasting or arguing with people about sports, the Play-by-Play Sports Broadcasting Camp returns for its 2023 season. We start in Dallas in just a few weeks and then head South Florida, then home to Philadelphia, Baltimore, Connecticut, Denver. Actually, no Connecticut this year. Sorry, we need to update the graphics. Denver, virtual camp, as well as a 3-day workshop, Chicago, North Jersey, Atlanta, Boston, D.C., Seattle, L.A., and to finish out just outside of Philadelphia in Green Lane, Pennsylvania. If you have any questions or are interested, go to playbyplaycamp.com or follow us on any of our social medias at playbyplaycamp. All right, guys, what do we think of that first?
All right, yeah, let's bring on to the show here Matthew Heiserman and Jacob Muncie. I'm going to BRB. I'll be right back. But Jacob and Matthew, take it away.
It's just been all Boston, Boston, Boston.
Yeah, this game has been pretty exciting, back and forth, and we've seen Malcolm Brogdon do incredible in the time that he's played. So I'm excited to see how he does for the rest of the game, and if Philly's able to pick it up a little bit and make this game closer. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly goes on a run sooner or later because that's what they've really been doing this entire playoffs and this series. Well, maybe not the playoffs, but this series. And it's just really wild how Boston keeps on letting these runs keep going while they had the defensive player of the year last year, Marcus Smart, on their team still, plus having one of the best defenders at Al Horford and a bunch of these other guys. So it's just really surprising how many runs they've been able, how many comebacks this Philadelphia team has been able to do.
Yeah, and you look at Harden and Tyrese Maxey, and you see Harden hasn't done too much. And I feel like right now, to stop what Maxey's been doing, I feel like you have to put Marcus Smart on him because
Yeah,
as we know, Marcus Smart
their
is one of
best
the best
defender.
defenders. So I feel like until Harden starts playing better, or until Maxey stops playing as good as he is right now, then I feel like maybe you should have Smart on him.
Yeah, I think their best defender clearly have to put him on probably their most dangerous guy on the court.
What's up,
Normally, at
y'all?
least.
What's up,
So-
y'all? I'm back on. By the way, I wanted to bring up something here real quick. Where's Grant Williams? I don't see him on the court. I don't know where he is. I think you got to bring him in. I mean, when you look at this game, I feel Tobias Harris has been really good defensively as a wing. I feel you have to get another wing in there. Boston, besides Malcolm Brogdon, hasn't really had a 3-point shot. I think Williams could provide that. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, guys, through one quarter, I think our Boston prediction's looking good. Move out the way, and it's time for me to take over again. Brogdon out, Brown 3-pointer, and he knocks it down. A good way to start the second quarter with Jaylen Brown extending the lead back to double digits. Coming in the game, Georges Niang, same with Paul Reed. Harden trying to use Reed's screen on Smart. Smart still gets back on him. Harden has to pull one up from the free throw line. And that J is good. Harden's got his first points of the day. And the deficit's back to 8. Smart trying to drive it in on Reed. He seems to be trapped in the corner and there's no way out of it. Brown trying to drive it in on Niang. White is wide open from 3. He pulls up with it and knocks it down. Boston has their second largest lead of the day with 11 minutes left in the second and 2 early threes to begin the quarter. Harden driving it in. Trying to get it into Reed. Reed, and then it's stolen. Smart does it again. That's his second steal of the day. Brogdon, Smart, Brown the other way, and he's got to slow it down. Then speeds it right back up, right by Harden. It's Jaylen Brown through multiple 76er defenders, and Boston has their largest lead of the day with a really hot start to the second quarter. Harden continuing to have the ball, hasn't really given it up this quarter. He tries a deep 3. That doesn't work. Boston has all of the momentum. White out to Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 threes thus far. Now he's going to try to drive it in for a 2, and it just rolls off. So now they're going to give the ball to someone but Harden. It's DeAnthony Melton not using Paul's screen. And then he'll kick it right back out to Harden. Harden has the athleticism on Williams right now. Can he take advantage of it? 7 on the shot clock. The beard. Trying to work on him. Trying to do his little step back. He makes it bite. Smart. It's a charge on Harden. Harden doesn't like it. Marcus Smart, Matthew was talking about how he goes for charges. He does all the little things. He plays aggressive basketball, and he continues to do that. That's a steal and a charge already in this quarter. And Harden clearly there with that contact on Smart. And Smart got set. That was just a beautiful play, actually, by Smart. And, yeah. was able to put it in. Just making sure that I am live on this game currently, and I am. 9:44 left of the second. Boston 37-24 at this current state, and they have the ball, and it will be Malcolm Brogdon to bring it up for Boston. Brogdon to Brown. Brown's going to pull up with one over Tucker. No. Tucker played great defense on him in the first quarter. Haven't had him guard him since. Harden driving it in. White rejects it. Not the best quarter thus far for James Harden. Brown kicks it to Smart. Smart trying to get past Niang. Now he's going to have to get past Tucker, and he slows it down. Now he tries to shoot one like a lob. Miscommunication there with him and Williams. The 76ers surge the other way before they slow it down. Melton. Tucker. 3. No. Brown controls it under 9 left in the second. Brogdon driving it in. He tries to get it in the paint. Tucker falling for it. Surprised there's been no contact on it. I think they're going to call a foul on Brogdon. Tucker clearly had possession of the basketball. So Brogdon turns it over, could not make up for it. Tucker's physicality gives Philadelphia the ball. But it's not just the ball that they need. They need balls in the hoop because clearly this team has not found their rhythm thus far as they're down 13 and are being outscored 8-2 in this quarter. Robert Williams has 4 points, 2 rebounds, and a block, a well-rounded stat line in the middle of the second quarter. And Harden, who's at a cold start to the second quarter, will bring it up for Philly before giving it up to Harris, who then will hand it off to Maxey, the running back, driving it in, and he gets the touchdown. I mean, lays it in with the bucket. Looked like a halfback draw there, and Maxey was able to finish it off. Smart, being guarded by Melton. Now tries to get it in the paint, and they're going to call off-ball foul on Williams against Harden, or against Williams on Harden. And this is just great play by Tyrese Maxey again. Really took that handoff. I didn't mean to make a football reference there, but he really took a handoff. It was physical driving to the rim on Jaylen Brown there. And that was just a nice shot. Maxey's up to double digits already. And he's had the majority of Philadelphia's points thus far. Joel Embiid, welcome back to the game. And welcome back to not scoring. I thought for sure he put that one in. Now it's Tatum the other way with Brown. What a fake pass. Smart three-pointer. Bottoms. The Celtics have their largest lead of the day of 14. And that's when you say good defense turns into good offense. Smart's got 9. Maxey floats it up over Williams. No. And the Celtics have all the momentum. Smart. Being guarded by Maxey, trying to drive it in, kicking it out. Horford, then Tatum. Tatum being double teamed, now have a step back 3. That one rolls off. That would have been a heartbreaker for the Sixers. Harden driving it in on Tatum. That one is good. And yeah, they needed that one. It's a 12-point game. Tatum. Then to Brown. That's Harden's second basket of the day. He's got 2 assists as well. Brown driving it in on Embiid. That's a nice play for Brown. Embiid didn't want to pick up a foul, and he attacked him well as the Celtics regained their 14-point lead here in the second. Brown's had a good game thus far. Harden kicks it out. Harris passes up on the 3 and slows it down. Tucker, then to Harden. 8 on the shot clock. The beard. Embiid. Deep 3. Miss. It's Tatum. Then to Brown. Brown trying to drive it in, trying to create some separation with Tucker. He doesn't, but he still pulls up anyway, and that's why it didn't go in. Williams had that extra effort with Embiid. Embiid still held on. Then Harden the other way, Harris, and he's rejected at the rim by Tatum. The Celtics have been rejecting Philadelphia at the rim all day long, but Philadelphia can't reject Boston at the rim. That's their new largest lead of the day, and Doc Rivers has to use another timeout. I know we said it last time. It's Boston, 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 Boston. They lead by 16 as we go to the break. Good defense here from Tatum. Leads to good offense on the other end. Brown, along Embiid. Celtics lead by 16. Wow.
Can we talk
man.
about Marcus Smart real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He is playing incredible.
Yeah.
And I really do just love to see, as you were saying, how defense turns into offense. And they're really just playing great. They have a
Mhm.
bunch of stops. They're playing great rotations. And they're also really limiting Harden, as we can see. He only has, 4 points?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that the Celtics are just playing incredible to a point where Philly can't keep up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tatum literally has 1 point, no field goals, and the Celtics are still winning.
Well,
So
I mean, guys, the
Although
run
Tatum-
started.
You could say
Wait,
that
when
Tatum.
I mean Harden is the most valuable player in the series, I mean he's the most valuable player in the series. I mean, when you look, when Harden had the ball and he wasn't scoring, Boston was able to turn that into points. And that started the run. And at that point, it was really hard for them to climb out of that hole, especially with Boston's defense in the paint. So if Philadelphia were able to knock down their more shots and if Harden was able to be a leader, then this game wouldn't be the way it is right now. But
Yeah.
Harden's lack of offense and lack of defense for that matter, just lack of basketball to begin the second quarter.
Also,
really
I
put
get
them
what you mean
at
by
17
Tatum has 1 point. He's been making an impact, though. He has
has. He's a
5
great
rebounds.
defender.
He has 5 rebounds. He has 5 assists. He has
Yeah.
2 or 3 blocks. So you
Yeah.
can't say.
but he
I
has
feel like
like
he's
1 point, and that was
I
because
feel like
of
he's
a
kind of
technical.
directing.
It doesn't
this team
matter,
well.
bro. It doesn't matter.
I know that doesn't matter, but I mean, it just feels like
I get
I
what you
don't
mean.
know.
It
I
doesn't-
mean, like points are the reason teams win games, right?
right, but he's still the point is he's still generating points and he's stopping
Hey.
Philadelphia from getting
Yeah.
points.
Guess what? Hey, points can win games, but defense wins championships.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother. People don't understand that enough.
Well,
People
points
do
are
not
how you
understand it
win
enough.
games. That's what I'm
Jakob
saying.
Muncie.
And I was
So
saying
Tatum has
earlier.
1 point, not even a single field goal attempted.
I
Now I get
was
it.
saying
He
earlier that
has
it's-
been a great player in this game thus far, but I feel like he could still get more involved because he has 1 point and not a single
No,
I was
field
saying
goal.
earlier
if
that
I'm a
the-
Philly fan right now, I'm concerned that Jason Tatum is
The
1 point and his
Celtics-
team's down 17.
I was saying earlier that the Celtics
Yeah, that's
again,
what I'm
don't have
saying.
to necessarily rely on Tatum on every play, and that's good because you see teams like the Nuggets, and without Jokic, they're not winning that series. They have to rely on Jokic.
Oh, Matthew, wait a
What?
minute. Isn't that the definition of valuable?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah,
my god!
and
Okay,
Oh.
you know what?
Funny how
The
that
most
works.
valuable player normally goes to the best player. It
Also,
should be
by the
most
way,
valuable,
if
but
you-
it's to
Chase,
the best player.
Chase, if
Well-
you go back to that one Sports for Kids episode, I'm 99.9% sure that I said that Jokic deserved that award.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Most of
did
the
you
comments
say
I say
that
like that
Embiid
are more
was gonna win it?
to Jacob.
Yeah, I thought that
Jacob
Embiid
says
was
it's
going to win
great.
it.
All right, move
Um,
out the way, y'all. Let's go.
I doubt it.
We're
but
back
okay.
in action here. Harden being guarded by Smart. We'll see you guys later. Embiid now trying to work on the smaller route in the post. Now he's being doubled. Harden kicks it out. Maxey. Now Tucker was open. He passed up on it, then drove it in. Nice play from Tucker. Deficits back to 14. That was just incredible ball movement. Everyone touched the ball on that possession and ended it off with a PJ Tucker basket. He's got 5 points. That's more than James Harden. Horford setting a screen. Brown pulls up from 3. That one, not the prettiest we've seen for the All-NBA second-team recipient. Now Maxey from the pass from Harden. His shot's no good. And Brogdon grabs the rebound. Multiple guys on the ground the other way. It's basically a 3-on-3 game on the other side of the court. And Brogdon trying to take advantage of it through Harris and Embiid. Brogdon already has 11. And he's just been dominant for Boston thus far. It's been the bench points. Boston is outscoring Philadelphia by 16 off the bench. And they lead by 16. Embiid tried to drive it in on Brown, and that didn't go so well for Brown as Embiid drew contact. So we'll see what Philadelphia does. They can run their offense through Embiid, but how many twos could eventually have them come back from down 16? We saw them come back from down 15 against Denver, but Boston plays basketball in a much more unconventional way than the Nuggets do. and they're going to have to come back in a very different way. So my point is, we've seen the Sixers come back, but I think running the system through Embiid isn't going to go so well to a certain point if this deficit continues to stay double digits throughout the second half, as Embiid knocks down his first free throw. And so, we will have to see that. But by the way, our producer's saying that Jokic is better than Embiid. I'm not denying that he's a more talented basketball player. I just think Jokic is more valuable, in my opinion. That is an arguable topic, though, as Matthew's saying in our private chat. All right, Embiid knocks down the shots. Tatum bringing it up for Boston. Screen for Brown. Doesn't use it. Tatum trying to work on Harris. Tatum, when you know you're that talented in basketball, you know you can do everything but make a layup. Harden trying to drive it in on Brogdon. He had Tucker wide open, just doesn't pass it to him. And the Beard is called for a travel. I don't know why he's arguing. I'm surprised they didn't call it at the fourth step. They had to call it on his fifth step. And he had Tucker wide open. Let's see that. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think Harden's got a point there. But, yeah, that was a ball hog there. He had Tucker wide open for 3. Then Tatum goes the other way. His shot's no good. You know, I've been trying to hype up Boston on some of these plays. They're not really helping me out, but they don't have to when you're up by 14. Maxey trying to drive it in on Tatum. 0 versus 0. And now 1 versus 13. Harden tries to give it up at Embiid. And that one just didn't go well on all levels whatsoever. It's a turnover for Philadelphia, and Boston has a chance to extend their lead to the largest they've had yet. Largest they've had it yet. Horford being guarded by Embiid tightly at the point, excuse me. Then it is Brown driving it in on Harris. That's physical basketball. Could not lay it in. Harden being guarded by last year's DPOY, Marcus Smart. Harden drives it in, throws it down, and the streak is over. James Harden has dunked the basketball for the first time since October 24th. Wow. That gives Philadelphia a little bit of momentum here. Can Boston regain it? They still lead by 12. Tatum trying to drive it in on Tucker. Tucker strips it. Brogdon with 5 on the shot clock has to drive it in on Embiid in the paint. Then kick it out Smart. He has to shoot it from half court. That didn't go so well. Just like that, all the Philadelphia fans are standing up and screaming because they have the momentum despite being down by 12 because James Harden has finally dunked the basketball, and he did it with authority right near Al Horford, and Horford didn't want to jump. He didn't want to get himself on a poster in a Harden's fan's bedroom, and that was just a beauty. I knew Harden wanted to throw that one down. Maxey to Embiid, being guarded by Smart. Embiid kicking it out. Tucker, three-pointer, rolls off. It's Tatum now. He's got many rebounds. Don't have the exact stat in front of me, but he's been a rebounding machine here in the first half. Tatum gets it. Smart. Good. That was a classic mid-range. He did it over Melton. And Boston leads by 14 as Philadelphia's momentum slowly flushes down the toilet. Harden, step back 3, bounces off. And what a hustle from DeAnthony Melton to get the rebound. Then Tatum nearly steals it on Embiid, and Embiid slows it down. 6 on the shot clock. He's got to speed it up. And that one's easy. The finger roll in over Horford. 12-point game and a timeout being called by Joe Mazzulla. Philadelphia was leading by 16. Now they're only leading by 12. Boston. Still a reasonable amount. Joe Mazzulla wants to talk it over, and I'm going to talk it over here with Matthew Heiserman and Jacob Muncie as they join the show. Harden has dunked the basketball, but Boston still leads by 12. Guys, what do you think right now?
Is it true that Harden hasn't dunked it since October last year?
That is correct.
That is correct. Can I ask why you know that stat?
Because I saw it on Kirk Goldsberry Instagram, ESPN stat person. Do you know, guys, a few games ago, Harden was shooting 28% in the paint in this year's postseason? 28% in the paint. If you put me in the NBA, I'd probably shoot 29% in the paint.
He was playing horrible, and now he's playing like crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, sometimes you get a little overconfident. Sometimes you get a little overconfident with what your professional skills would be. because you're probably shooting 0% in the paint. And
No,
you
no, no,
also
no, no.
said-
I'm just messing around. Yeah, I'm shooting
yeah,
like 0%.
and you also joked around that you'd be better than Zach Wilson at quarterback.
I mean, that one, though, is that really unrealistic?
Yeah, so this is what I mean. I'd like to see you in the NFL. You'd
It could
probably
go 6 yards. It's good. Can warm it up a little bit.
you might
probably
get
go 8.
decapitated after the first play when you get sacked.
All right, you know who's also getting decapitated? The Philadelphia 76ers on the glass. Tatum's got 7 boards.
So, like, can we just talk about James Harden?
He's 0 for 8.
Can we just talk about James Harden for a second? At first, he can hardly make a layup, and the next thing you know, he's heading game-winning 3-point shots. Like, where has this been all series?
I mean,
Like,
2 of the 76ers 3 wins. Harden has hit the game-winning shot. I'm telling you, this guy is the most valuable player in the series. It all comes down to him.
Hi, listen. I looked at James Harden's game log. First game when he got 45, win. Then he got 12 and 16, both losses. 42, win. And then not a great 17
But 10 assists.
last game, but still a win. So I'm saying when he plays good, they win. When he plays bad, they lose.
You can't say Harden had a terrible game last game. He had a double-double. I mean, that's not a bad performance.
Yeah, I know, and I never said it
everyone
was
else
terrible.
played well. Embiid played
Yeah.
great. Maxey played great. He played his role as a facilitator.
Yeah. But I'm saying Harden really does make a big difference. And if Harden's not playing as good as he usually is, then you might see Philly struggle a little more.
Yeah.
That's what happened in, like, the first couple games.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, Boston so far is dominating. Right now, ESPN is giving the Celtics an astounding percentage of, let me see, 83.3% of winning. Their highest thus far in this game was 85.7. All right, game's coming back on. Matthew, Jacob, you still got Boston winning this. I mean, they're killing him here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I still got him winning.
Matthew?
I mean, yeah,
All
I don't
right.
think that there's much of a question here.
Yeah. All right, Matthew, Jacob, move out the way. They already did it before I could say it this time. And all right, Boston, Philadelphia. Boston leads by 12. They're coming out of the timeout. Horford finds Smart, and we are underway back from the timeout. And Smart being guarded by Maxey. 14 on the shot clock. Tatum. Now Smart's going to have to work on Tucker, the 2 physical players. Then Tatum and Harden. 2 completely different players, 2 completely different skill sets, and he stripped. D'Anthony Melton gets the steal. Tyrese Maxey drives it in on Brown, and he draws contact. Maxey, the team's leading scorer, has a chance to officially become the team's leading scorer and not be tied with Joel Embiid, who also has 10 with him. But great play here. Harden's got him locked up pretty well, but he could drive in. Melton grabs it great, then a beautiful pass. And Maxey draws contact. That's really an overall amazing play on both sides of the ball. That's the I've said it today. The classic great offense, great defense leads to great offense, and that's exactly what happened there. Maxey knocks down the first free throw, and Tyrese Maxey's been a beast in this year's postseason. He's averaging 20 a game thus far in this year's postseason. So we'll see if he can keep it up. He's already got 11, a chance for 12 here at the line, and he does have 12. 157 left in the second. Philadelphia has cut it to one of the slimmest deficits we've had yet in the second quarter of 10. And then not large, I should say. Brown trying to drive it on Harden. That looked like a push-off. They're not going to call it. Horford, a wide-open 3. Clings off the iron. Harden. Melton trying to drive it in on Horford. And he'll slow it down. Harden. Trying to drive it in on Brown. Then Embiid. Not on the shot clock. Embiid trying to post up Horford. He's got 10. Nice pass, Tucker. Then back to Embiid. Embiid finger rolls it in. He's got 12. The deficit's back to single digits. In fact, besides when Boston led by 7 to go into the quarter, that is the lowest amount it has been. They're on a 10-2 run over these past 4 minutes. Tatum. Now the double team is being set because Maxey's not tall enough. Embiid had to go back. No foul called on Tatum. He's still scoreless. And then Maxey tried to drive it in, and he'll kick it out to Harden, who slows it down. Harden being guarded by Horford. 45 seconds left in the second. trying to drive it in on Horford, and it's Harden out. Tucker, wide open three. Oh, that would have been a big momentum changer in this game. Smart grabs the really good rebound and then drives it in with physicality on Maxey. And just like that, it goes from a 5-point game to a 10-point game, or a possible 5-point game back to a 10-point game. Smart's got 15 in the first half. Here we go. 20 seconds left. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harden controlling it in your half court, then starts to drive it in. Trying to work on Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. 2. Harden out. Maxey 3. Yes, it rolls in. Tyrese Maxey has cut it to 7. 6.8 left. Ball is rolling for Smart. He picks it up. 5 left now. 4. Smart driving it in, kicking it out. Tatum first field goal. No. So that will do it for one half of basketball. The way it started is the way it ended in the second quarter. Boston dominated, yet they're only still up by 7 going into the half. And speaking of the half, let's take it to our producer, Zeke, about an ad for play-by-play sports broadcasting camps. Philadelphia down by 7 after 1.
Philadelphia down by 7, luckily, but I think it's because Jason Tatum has been off on the offense, but very good on the defense so far. That's kind of the story of the game. Play-by-play sports broadcast camp. If you have a child from ages 10 to 17 that likes to talk sports, argue sports, do play-by-play of their own video games, look at playbyplaycamps.com to learn more about that. We host camps all over the country throughout the summer, from early June in Dallas to early August in Los Angeles, and everywhere in between: Philadelphia, Baltimore, North Jersey, Atlanta, Boston, DC, Seattle. If you want to come argue with Chase or Jacob or Matthew about sports, feel free to come to camp this summer. Like I said, if you have a child interested from ages 10 to 17, go to playbyplaycamps.com or follow us on our social medias at playbyplaycamps. Oh, I'm on here. I don't want to be on here. Get me off here.
All right, Zeke basically kicked himself off. Guys, one half of basketball, Matthew, I do not like that you are being a traitor to us Wizards fans by wearing a Suns shirt right now. Are you turning into Jacob?
No, Steve Nash is
What's wrong with
probably
turning
my
into me?
favorite. Steve Nash, probably my favorite player of all time.
Okay, see, right there, I respect that. At least it's a Steve Nash shirt. Like, at
It's
least
not. It says Suns.
but he's retired at least. Like, I mean, I have a
Oh,
Kobe.
wait,
Bryant
you're
Lakers
right. It does
jersey.
have
Does that
13.
mean,
Okay.
does that mean I'm a Lakers fan because I got a Kobe jersey? No, Kobe's just such a lovable
And then
player.
also, I mean, I
Same
feel like
thing with
it's
me and
either.
LeBron.
I think for me, it's either Nash or Iverson as my two favorites.
Iverson, huh?
Oh, so you like people that don't win rings? Explains why you're a Wizards fan these past 4 years.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right,
mean-
guys, what do you think so far? I mean, the fact that Philadelphia is down 7, they're really lucky to only have this deficit.
Yeah, really.
I mean, Tatum has to start scoring. And I'd be nervous at least a little bit if Tatum keeps struggling throughout the game.
I mean, the
Yes.
Celtics have a 70% chance to win this game, which has tremendously dropped throughout this game. So,
I mean, Boston truly had all the potential. I mean, not all the potential,
Yeah.
all the momentum. And Philadelphia just snagged it away. And Joe Mazzulla called that timeout to talk it over, and then Philadelphia actually continued to play well. So it's interesting here to see if Boston will respond.
And I feel like
Harden.
right now, Smart
Yeah.
wins my MVP for this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
I mean,
agree.
Maxey for Philadelphia. I mean, Maxey's got 15, so does Smart for Boston.
Brogdon has also played pretty well tonight off the bench.
Yeah. I mean, guys, Philadelphia is shooting 34% from the field, 26% from 3. Boston's shooting 44% from the field, but 47% from downtown. I mean, Boston's been the much better team today.
Yeah,
But the
clearly.
number one thing I think that has been good for Philadelphia has been points in the fast break. Yet they're actually getting outscored in that
Yeah.
category 16-6. So it's like I really do not know how Boston is winning this game at this point. I mean, look at the rebounding total as well. I mean, Boston's winning the rebounding battle. I do not know how this game is a 7-point game right now. I don't really have an answer.
Yeah, it's
Although
just such a surprise.
I think
like,
it's
with
just
all
been a
the-
very consistent, well-balanced game for the Celtics so far. Because you see Robert Williams has 4 and 4. Tatum has 6 and 6. None of those being points though.
Also,
Brown.
this game is pretty low scoring too.
Brown has 11, 3 and 3, and then of course you have Smart having 15 and Brogdon having 13. Derek White has 6. So really, everyone's getting the ball. Everyone's being able to do what they have to do to contribute to the Celtics game.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Speaking of the speaking of the Sixers, by the way, I know we don't have to go off topic. So we're having a conversation here in the private chat, and our producer Zeke is telling us that if Allen Iverson were 6'6", he would be the GOAT. Zeke, I need you to write if that is actually a true statement, because if it is, I don't know if you're allowed to be on this show. We can kick you off of your own show.
I am not. I don't want to be on here. How do we put Matthew back in front of my face? Like, this is just like I'm just trying to talk from beyond the video. All right, let's try this again.
We like you here, Zeke. Stay
No, I
on,
don't want.
please.
I don't want to be here. Get out. Give me. All right. So I'm gonna move him up here, and then we're gonna go like this. There we go. All right. Now I can just talk. That's better. All right. So I'm not the only one to say this. This was on an NBA show, and I think Kevin Garnett was the one that said that if Allen Iverson was 6'6", Allen Iverson would have been the greatest player to ever play basketball.
As a
But
guard,
since he was only 6 foot. He was 5'11". He wasn't 6 foot. So when Kevin
Well, as a
Garnett and
guard, though, 6. Okay.
Michael Jordan was a shooting guard, kind of small forward, and he was 6'6".
Yeah, Mike was a shooting guard, guys.
Yeah, he was 6'6". So if
Allen
Iverson was a shooting guard, he was not a point guard.
Allen Iverson was not as talented defensively, even for his height relative.
Okay, yeah.
Also, real quick,
he beat himself really bad, and because he also was maybe a better football player than he was a basketball player. So athletically, he was a freak of nature.
Listen,
Allen
Iverson is not as good as MJ, and MJ's 6'6".
No, I didn't
anyway,
say he was. I would have said if that. Like I said, I wasn't the one that said this. This was I think a Kevin Garnett or Paul Pierce quote. They were on a podcast together, and they said if Allen Iverson was 6'6", he might have been the greatest player I've ever played.
That's not true.
Well,
though.
I highly disagree with that.
But guys, you were too young to watch him play, so you don't understand.
I have watched Allen
But
Iverson.
MJ is just built different.
I mean, isn't he? Tell me if I'm wrong. With the dribbling and scoring, isn't he just a better version of Kyrie Irving? A guy with a pretty bad attitude who could dribble the ball, score.
AI did not have a bad attitude. He just didn't like to practice.
No, Jordan probably had a bad attitude.
Yeah, Jordan might have been a worse attitude toward people outside of the basketball than Allen.
No, Jordan had a winning mentality. There's a difference.
Oh no, I said outside of basketball. I didn't say in basketball.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Jordan was amazing on the court.
Jordan.
But anyways,
all right, guys, can we agree that Jordan is better than LeBron? We don't need to get into a debate, but
I feel like Jacob's probably going to say that LeBron's better.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna say that.
Thank God, Jacob, you'd be off of Sports for Kids if you said that.
Although I feel like LeBron
guys,
keeps
Blake Griffin's the GOAT. Guys.
As the years go on, LeBron's making more of a point though. If
Yeah,
somebody wanted,
I think it's definitely
every year that he averages
him,
27 a
but
game at 38 years old.
I think him getting the scoring title, like
guys, think about this.
that was-
LeBron. Guys, think about this. LeBron's 38 years old, and he's made 19 All-NBA teams.
I was watching.
He's been an All-NBA player for half his life.
I was watching a YouTube video, and they projected that LeBron would probably have around 45,000 points by the time he retired. And also, there's been some players that have averaged 20 points per game their entire career. LeBron is one of those players.
Wow.
It's very rare.
Wait,
LeBron is one of those.
So is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is one of those players.
30 points a game in his career.
Although I'm just saying, it's crazy how consistent somebody can be for being 38 years old.
Can I say something though on this topic?
Fair, yeah.
Everyone talks about. It's not that I don't include the Wizards years. It's just when I talk about Jordan's peak, you don't talk about the Wizards. So you talk about the 13 years he had in Chicago. In '95, he played the end of the year. That doesn't really count for me. He couldn't even qualify for any accolades. Then in his second year, he was injured for most of the season, so that doesn't count for me either. So in the 11 healthy seasons he had with Chicago, he led the league in scoring 10 times.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Also, if you don't understand how long
he dominated so much at his peak.
If you don't understand how long LeBron has been consistent, why
do I feel like you're going to come out with the hot take right now and say that he's better all time?
No. I'm going to say a fact. He started playing his career before Jalen Duren was born.
Right, but still.
That's just crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a lifetime achievement award. Vince Carter played the league like 85 years. I mean,
Yeah, but
I understand though. LeBron's had great longevity, but at their
Yeah.
peak, I mean, LeBron's
although I
here,
feel like
and
you have to
Jordan's like
consider
jumping up in the sky.
more than peak. I feel like longevity has a big part to play.
Yeah, I know.
in-
So, but wait, guys, I have a question. So, if Jordan has more longevity, then why does Jordan have more MVPs and why does he have more championships? If LeBron has more
Because
longevity,
he's
then why
just
does
better.
exactly? That's my point. Because he's better. He's just a better basketball player.
Mhm.
No, I think it's definitely possible if LeBron plays long enough that he could possibly pass Jordan, but right now he's not super duper close right now.
I mean, he's 2 championships apart. He's lost 6 finals. I mean, that's not great at all.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Mhm.
like, all this stuff has to be considered.
And what's the other game tonight in basketball? Is it Suns versus
It's Nuggets
Nuggets?
Suns, aka the day that the Suns go down.
We'll see about that.
I mean, do you guys really think that
I'm
the
repping my
will beat-
Suns tonight. Not just
The
kidding,
Suns
not my
have
Suns.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and that's it. That's the team. They have 2 guys.
Jock Landale, Cameron Payne.
I mean,
Um,
time out. You're saying the team that you think is current that right now you're saying confidently is going to the NBA Finals, and after Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, you're answering with Jock Landale and Cameron Payne.
Currently, the Suns are
This
favored to
is
win by
not
2
okay,
points, so
Suns
I'm
fans.
not sure what you're saying.
You responded with Jock Landale and Cameron Payne.
Just so you know, Murray is questionable to play, so
Murray's gonna play.
he's
Wait,
questionable with COVID.
Wait, is
so.
Chris Paul
LeBron's
playing?
questionable for every game. That's what they say.
Is Chris Paul playing?
No, he's still hurt. Well, what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure once these guys get healthy, I'm pretty sure they'll win the finals. I hope, at least. Or else my prediction is screwed.
How are they going to be able to beat Philly or Boston?
How? Once they get healthy, I think they can easily.
How?
What do you mean,
Okay.
how?
Sorry. Did you just say that they would beat Philly or Boston easily?
Okay, maybe not easily,
Oh, you
but they
have
would
to be
win.
joking when you said easily.
They can't easily.
I don't know why I
lose
said
7
easily.
games.
I don't know why I said easily. That was
Yeah, that is
kinda
not going to be
They
an
can't
easy
do anything
series.
easily.
Whoever wins this game or whoever wins this series is going to win it all. And it is not easy for anyone on the West. And the Western team's not going to win it.
Are you real? Are you for real right now?
I mean,
Yeah, I
This is coming. This is
I mean,
coming from
Matthew,
someone-
you seem like the largest Warriors fan. You don't think the Warriors could make the
Huh?
finals?
When did I seem like the largest Warriors?
I don't know. You always keep on. I remember on one of the shows, it was like For Your Thoughts or something. You kept on saying, "Oh yeah, Phoenix has no shot, but Golden State has one of the best shots ever
He
at
predicted
a 6 seed,
Phoenix to
even
get out
though
of the
they're one of the
West.
worst teams on the
He
road."
predicted Phoenix to get out of the Western
Jacob,
Conference.
are
What
we
you talking
remembering
about?
the Sports for Kids episode where I had a Boston versus Phoenix finals?
Well, then also you're contradicting because you said that, but as
He
well
never
as
said that Phoenix didn't have a chance. He just said, "Watch out for Golden State," and that was correct.
no, he
They
said
had a
Phoenix
chance
has
first.
no shot at winning the
Yeah, he
finals.
never
It's
said that.
literally
He never
right.
I
It's
didn't
not
say
a
they have no
Sports for
shot.
Kids
I said
episode, but
that I
wanna
wasn't
be-
sure if Kevin Durant there was going to work out. And also, that prediction was about 2 to 3 months ago.
All right, fair point.
So, that was during the regular season, a long time ago.
And
Well, I mean, I
Right,
knew
also-
the Heat were gonna go far in
Matthew
the
made a
playoffs.
good
and
take.
look
The
where they are
Warriors
now,
need
and
to
that
be
was during
recognized. Hot take: Warriors come back from down 3-1.
No, that's only a thing LeBron can do.
History.
you're
I
saying-
so want
wait.
history to be reversed.
Wait, so you're saying that they blow 3-1 leads and then come back 3-1 leads?
Yes,
That'd be
that would
funny.
be so much fun, wouldn't it be?
Zeke, why are you writing in
What?
corgi?
Yeah, see, why are you writing Corky? Good, come on, yeah.
Why am I getting added to the stream again? This is a pain in my butt. You guys didn't see the thing about the corgi that predicted the Lakers?
Oh yeah.
The Lakers Warriors series that predicted the Lakers to go up 3-1 and the Warriors to come back. and win the series in 7
Let's
games?
go, Corgi. Let's go,
And
Corgi.
so far it's been right on all 5 games. All 5 games have went the exact same way the Corgis.
Corgi is him. Corgi is
Let's
absolutely
go,
him.
corgi.
Hemi Corgi.
A dog corgi.
Who is Corgi?
A corgi is a type of dog. It's super cute too. I mean, I would show I would share my screen a picture of it, but I'm not sure if I can do that.
Yeah, Jacob, we don't want to get copyrighted with a bunch of 12-year-olds talking sports. I mean,
That's true, but we're also not getting paid for this. So who cares?
Cause we're totally getting copyrighted on this video.
right?
Yeah,
like
this video.
the
Yep.
NBA channel is definitely spying us to make sure we're not stealing any logos.
I know, right?
I'm so nervous, by the way, that the Ravens are playing on Christmas Day. I don't know how I'm going to enjoy my Christmas.
What makes you think that
Well,
the Warriors
literally,
are gonna?
I have to watch the Lions lose every single year on Thanksgiving. Except we always enjoy Thanksgiving, so I think you're fine.
Chase, what makes you think that the Warriors are coming back if Clay's been this inconsistent?
Because they have a guy named Steph Curry on their team.
But it's Clay. He stinks.
But guess what? The Lakers have a guy named LeBron James on their team.
And Anthony
I know.
Davis, and Lonnie Walker, and Rui Hachimura.
Okay, dude, you say Anthony Davis, then you ruin the point by saying Lonnie Walker. You're making a good
no,
point.
but he was literally him at the end of like game 5.
You
he
could have
was
said
literally
Austin
popping off.
Reeves, but you said Lonnie Walker.
Austin
Can I say something,
Reeves-
guys? I need to bring something up. Anthony Davis is good every other game.
So is Klay Thompson.
He's very
Yeah,
easily
exactly. He's been,
exploitable.
both those guys have been so
But
inconsistent.
Anthony Davis, in my opinion, is more valuable to the Lakers than Klay Thompson is to the Warriors. Let's go, Corgi. Let's go, Corgi. Hemi Corgi right here, man. Let's go. Can we keep this up? No one really needs to see Jacob. Oh, come on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can take that down. You can take that down.
Oh, boo.
Oh yeah. Producer, thank you. No, nobody needs to see Chase right now because the game's definitely not coming back. I mean, oh wait, what?
All right, guys. I think we all got Boston still winning, but I mean Tatum's got to get things going. If not, maybe a Philadelphia comeback with Hemi Beard Harden himself.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tatum actually gets 15
And I wouldn't be
points.
surprised to see you guys knocked off the screen because the game is underway. We're underway here in the second half. Smart finding Williams, then finding Brown. He drives it in, and that one is good. An early start for Boston like they did to begin the second quarter and the first quarter. They begin the scoring in all 3 quarters thus far, and they lead by 9. Harden getting it into Embiid. Embiid trying to work on Horford. He kicks it out to Harden. Harden then finds Embiid. Embiid 4 in the shot clock. He's got to work on Horford. He's got to pull up for a really tight contested jumper, and that's an air ball that falls right into Williams' mitts. Tatum trying to drive it in on Harris. He floats one up, finds it to Williams, blocked. Nice play by Tobias Harris, jumping high. Then it's Tyrese Maxey on the outlet pass. What a play, the pass from Harden, and it's a 7-point game. Tatum, guarded by Harden, pulls up from 3, and Jason Tatum and field goal makes are not in correlation. It's no such thing. They don't correlate. Embiid trying to drive it in on Al Horford. They kick it out. Tucker for a 4-point game. Yes! Philadelphia is more than in this ball game as they have dominated, not dominated, but have played really well to begin the third quarter and the second half. Horford. And let's see, what are they going to call? I'm not sure, but look at Embiid. Look at this pass. They had to double exactly what they did in the end of game 4 when Harden knocked down the shot. This time it's PJ Tucker in the middle of the third quarter. Williams couldn't get there in time, and Tucker just drains it. That's his role. Do all the little things, knock down the open shots. That's his role. He's averaging 4 points per game on the season. He's already got 8. And Grant Williams still isn't in the game for Boston, shockingly. But Marcus Smart is. Smart has 15 early points in this game. He floats one up. Williams throws one down. And Boston has taken some of Philadelphia's momentum back to TD Garden right now, or I guess still in Philadelphia, but just to Boston's side. Now Harden can Tucker and make back-to-back, not so much. Horford grabs the board, and Smart brings it the other way. Smart being guarded by Maxey. Screen from Williams, doesn't really use it. It's Smart trying to lob it up again. Williams and B, good defense. Now it is Tatum to Williams, 4 on the shot clock. He puts one up, but he is fouled by Embiid as he goes through Harden's legs as he falls down. Robert Williams will head to the line for 2 shots. There's a great play right here, using that screen, and then Smart trying to lob one up. Good defense. Not right there. That was not the last play. That was the one before. That was just beautiful basketball. And Williams, there was a down. There's nothing you could do. Speaking of Williams, he's coming to the line, and despite being injury prone, he is one of the most important players on this Boston team. As you have the 2 All-NBA guys, you got Tatum, you got Brown. Then it comes down to guys like Williams, Brogdon, the other Williams, Marcus Smart, Derek White. It's kind of whoever could step up. And in this game, it's been Marcus Smart, and it also has been Robert Williams, as defensively he hasn't been great, but offensively he has shown a ton of promise. As just like that, Boston's leading by more than they did to begin the half with 8, 56-48, with 9:32 left to go in the third. Williams so far has 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Not too shabby. Embiid trying to get it in. Tucker, then Embiid. Embiid trying to drive it in on Horford, and he's stripped. Embiid's on the ground. Boston's got it on man rush. Smart, in. Horford, finger rolls it in. It's a 10-point game. And just like that, Joe Mazzulla didn't have to use a timeout to begin the half, and Doc Rivers will. As just like that, Philadelphia finds themselves once again down 10. It's the Marcus Smart show. Multiple assists thus far in the quarter. This one's to Horford, and Boston leads by 10. Wow, guys. It looked like Philadelphia was about to come back, and then Boston just this team.
That's what's been happening a lot this game so far. It's been Philadelphia coming back, bringing it to about 4 points, and then Boston goes on another run, bringing it back to 10.
Right. I mean, what do you think Philadelphia? I mean, do you still think Philadelphia could win? To be honest, I'm ready for the series to be over. I'm ready for this game.
What is happening with Tatum?
He can't make a shot. I mean, it's really unbelievable. They're up 10.
Tatum not make a shot.
This guy
Philadelphia can still win this. It's just going to be difficult because Boston is one of the best teams in the NBA, yet they keep on proving it time and time again that they are able to come back.
Okay, so we go to a game 7. What happens in the game 7?
I have no idea. This series has been so unpredictable, Matthew. I truly don't have a reasonable answer.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like, this is the one series, like, for Denver tonight, like, I can tell you that Denver's going to win. That one's not too hard. But, like...
You're so confident. You are so confident.
I am so confident that Denver's winning tonight. Yes, I am. Unless Devin Booker and Kevin Durant combine for close to 90, I think Denver wins.
Just saying, last game they combined it for 72.
And then
I don't think combined it is a word, but
yeah, they
combined. They combined it for 72.
It was still pretty good.
Wait, that was the game they lost?
No, that was their last game. I think they won that game.
No, they
lost. No, they didn't.
They lost that game?
Yeah, they lost game 5.
Oh. But either way, they have been playing great recently. So,
yeah, and that's gonna be really interesting. I mean, Booker. It's a Booker show. I mean, unless Phoenix's bench goes crazy like it did in Game 4, and Denver still nearly won, and that was with Jamal Murray being really inefficient.
They didn't nearly win. The Suns had control of the entire fourth quarter. What do you mean?
It was a 2-possession game for almost the entire fourth quarter, and then Phoenix made a 3-possession, and then at that point they just closed it out and won by 2 possessions.
Exactly, they were in control the entire fourth quarter.
I mean, you say in control like they were leading by like double digits, like they had a game to play.
No, I'm saying that they were winning. I'm not saying they were like absolutely demolishing them.
That's my point. And Jamal Murray was shooting really inefficiently that game. So, like, my point is that, like, even when
Jamal Murray might not play tonight, so.
But he is playing tonight. LeBron's questionable for every game, but he plays. There's been no news about Jamal
Murray. No, but he has COVID. That's different.
He doesn't have COVID. It's for an illness.
Well, it's same thing,
No, it's
Right.
not.
basically.
Wait, can I
Millions of people don't die from a cold. Go ahead.
real quick? Can I give you a stat that kind of blows my mind?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at NBA player usage percentage.
Yep.
And there are two like players that aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That have played like one game.
Yeah.
But after that, it's all like legitimate players. Tell me where you think Jokic is. No looking at any list. Tell me where
One.
you think Jokic is.
One.
2.
One?
Yeah,
Two.
one.
I have
Well,
2.
if you take away those two players at the start,
Yep.
Jokic is 44.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's
And still the MVP.
46 in
And
usage
speaking of
percentage.
MVPs, Embiid is the MVP, even though he shouldn't be. Harden finds him, Embiid knocks down the mid-range J, and we're back after the break. Embiid's got 14 despite inefficient shooting. Tatum, talk about inefficient shooting. He hasn't made a field goal yet. He tries to drive it in. Ladies and gentlemen, the streak is over. Jason Tatum has made a field goal. He's got 3 points on the day, and Boston has extended their lead back to 10. Harden driving in. I'm not sure what happened there. They were worried about Embiid. They allow Harden to drive in, and then he draws a foul at the same time. So Harden has a chance to cut the deficit back to 7. They're too worried about Embiid that they let him just attack the rim with ease. Harden headed to the line, the 2018 NBA MVP, has had two 40-point performances and 2 game-winning shots so far in the series. Sorry if I sound weird. I had a sneeze that was supposed to come out that wasn't coming out. So we are going to have to wait. That sneeze is going to have to wait. Harden's free throw is not going to wait as he knocks it down. And it's a 7-point game. Not sure what Doc Rivers is doing. I think he's tying his shoe as Boston will look to tie and secure this victory. Smart. Trying to post up on Maxey. He does. Just doesn't go too well. Embiid grabs the air ball and he brings it up. Doesn't give it to Harden. Harden's so confused that he doesn't touch the ball every possession. And Maxey. It looked like he was going to pass it to Harden, but instead it's Maxey. And then it is Harden. Not on the shot clock. Embiid setting the screen for Harden. Now 5 on the shot clock. And Harden tries to find it, and it's a turnover. No, Embiid finds a way to get it, but the shot clock expires. Horford gets it before that. A turnover for Harden, it looks like. And Jaylen Brown trips on wood, and Joel Embiid is wide open on the other end and throws it down to make it a 5-point game. Brown is down and not getting up right now. This is not good for Boston, as they cannot afford their All-NBA second-team player to be out, as he seems to be in some serious discomfort with those legs. He tripped on wood near the free throw line, and it allowed Philadelphia to get easy fast break points. Hopefully he's okay. Tatum hasn't been okay shooting the ball, but they're still winning. Horford kicks it out to Smart. Smart is fouled by the A. So, wow, between the Brown injury and some Philadelphia runs, Embiid's got 16. This game has truly been unpredictable. And look, he just trips on wood. He slips on his own feet. And I hate to say this, those injuries are usually the ones that cause serious injuries as Embiid gets up. Brown falls down, and you just need to stretch out the that doesn't look good right there for JB. As those are usually those non-contact injuries are usually the most painful ones. We hope he is okay. One, because we want him to be okay. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. And 2, because we probably want to see a Game 7 of the series, and we want to see him healthy for it. Smart, trying to make that a reality. He knocks down free throw number 1. We are back. Smart knocked down the first one. 7:04 left to go in the third. And the third has truly been unpredictable with run after run, injury after injury, loose ball after loose ball. But it's still a 7-point game with Boston, again, leading by 7. Smart's got 17, 3, and 2, a really decent efficiency, as he's had one of the best days thus far this postseason for him. Harden. He tries to get it in. Then it is Maxey. Maxey with that wavy hair and a wavy shot that goes through the net with ease. Deficit cut to 5 with 6:42 left in the third. Horford getting it to Brown. Brown trying to drive it in on Harden. He does. Horford, then White. Then Tatum, a wide open 3-pointer. No. And they get it in. Not sure what they're going to call. I guess they're going to say a Boston turnover on Smart. So it will be Philadelphia basketball with a chance to cut the deficit to 3. That would be the lowest of the game ever since they made a run. And you can't hear it, but you can see Doc Rivers now really trying to hype up his players. And he's done it throughout the entire game. And Philadelphia has a chance to hype up this crowd. Harden with some separation, trying to get it to Embiid. He does. 8 on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Horford. That ball is stripped. Smart picks it up, and he's the leader of this fast break. He gets a wide open 3-pointer, and he misses it. That would have been a huge momentum changer here at the Wells Fargo Center, as instead it is Maxey with a chance to cut it to 3. And let's see, he kicks it out. Yang for a 2-point game. Not yet. That was no good. Brown seems to be walking fine. He's dribbling. Hopefully he doesn't trip this time. He drives it in on Embiid. Embiid gets the rejection and then saves it as he falls on his back. 4-on-4 the other end. It's Harden, the Euro step out. Yay, 3. Bottoms! 2-point game, but Embiid's limping on the other end. Everyone else is excited besides Embiid. He seems to be okay. Joe Mazzulla's got to call timeout, and this game is looking like the way it was supposed to be. Georges Niang, his first basket of the day, and it's a 2-point game.
Wow.
They're coming back, guys.
I really want to see this game come down to like a buzzer beater.
Yeah, probably will.
The last time me and Chase did a game, and it was full, it ended up being a buzzer beater, so.
Yeah. I mean, Lamont Butler, sorry, Justin Rubin, but broke his heart. Of course, the number 1 team in college basketball was UConn, of course. You can't even argue with that, Jacob. You don't have an argument there.
And
nah, guys, it's Ohio State basketball, guys.
You can say exactly what you want to say. Tatum has been a huge piece.
He has been. He's got 3 points, though. But, I mean, he's overall been a really...
No, I will say he would probably be a little better if he worked on those percentages because, right now he's like 1 for 15.
Hey, guys, something I'm shocked about by this team is that, Boston's only played 7 guys. Brogdon hasn't taken a lot of shots since the first quarter. That's interesting. They got to get him more looks. But, they've only played 7 guys. That's no Grant Williams, no Mike Muscala, no Luke Cornett, no Peyton Pritchard, no Blake Griffin, but most importantly, no, he's not active today. I just wanted to say his name on the Fiandu Cabanelli. I just wanted to say his name. No Fiandu Cabanelli as well for Boston. So, they're only running a 7-man rotation, and they're not playing a lot of the depth, which is usually their strong suit. So I'm just kind of surprised by that. I'm more confused by Joe Mazzulla. And it'll be interesting to see if he brings in a cold shooter like Williams here coming up.
Why isn't Williams playing?
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I mean, he had 0 points last game, but he only played 8 minutes. I mean, I feel like you got to give more chances. You saw last year, he was a key piece
Grant
on
Williams.
the team.
He's fine.
He's a key piece on that team. So, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see what Joe Mazzulla does. We're not going to have to wait long. I don't know if you're seeing it's giving me a headache right now between planes and rainy cars and sandy days. Honda,
it looks like they're scoring.
I am dreaming right now with how dizzy that made me. Matthew, go ahead.
Oh wait, I'm pretty sure Grant Williams is out tonight.
Oh, he's here.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, it says that he had to get multiple stitches after being stepped on, I guess.
When?
Oh no, it says Grant Williams received a few stitches after being stepped on by Joel Embiid. I don't know what that means, but
when stepped on? Whoa, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know when that happened, but
you really? You don't know that?
He hasn't been on the court today.
No, not tonight.
You don't know that Grant Williams got stepped on by Embiid?
Let's see. Might be time to give Grant Williams some of Tatum's minutes a little bit. Bro, Nicholas, I don't know who you are on Twitter, but you're absolutely correct. It may be time to put in Grant Williams. It may be time also for you guys to move out the way because I'm going to see Georgia celebrate as Embiid is shaking up on the play, but he's still fine. This game is a 2-point game, and Philadelphia has all of the momentum. Boston, can they respond? Philadelphia is yet to lead today. Will that continue? It is what? After the break. Tatum try to drive it in on Niang. Tatum has to kick it out. It's stolen. Jason Tatum has not had his best offensive day. It's Joel Embiid. Embiid bringing it up. A chance to either tie or take the lead for Philadelphia. Embiid. He puts it up. No, but he is fouled, they're going to say, on the ground. So that putback doesn't count. Unless they call it a shooting foul, which it looks like they will. So Embiid going to the line with a chance to tie it for the first time since it was 3-3, folks. That was a long time ago. Trust me, it was a long time ago. It's Joel Embiid. First one's up. First one's good. Embiid is yet to miss a shot from the free throw line today. And this has been a really interesting game thus far with Jason Tatum. In the regular season, he averaged 30 points a game. Today, he has 3. Multiply his score by 10, and you still don't get the 30.1 he averaged during the regular season. He hasn't been a scorer. He's been everything else. He just hasn't been a scorer, and that allows Philadelphia to tie the game at 62. Tied the game for the first time since it was 3-3. They're 59-59 since because of Tatum's 1 of 13 shooting. Brogdon. He's got 13. He had 9 after 1. He drives it in, and he will not have 15 in the third as of right now. It's Brogdon. Then Harden driving it in. He turns it over. Then he falls on his face, and then now he's running. And I don't know what happened there. Now Philadelphia fans on the baseline are trying to get everyone hyped. I don't know what's going on. I hope Harden didn't hit his head there. He went flying with Marcus Smart. Clearly a hook, and then he just went flying. Wow. You know, Marcus, I know you're physical. You can't really hook a guy's arm. You just can't do that. Harden going to the line. Can Philadelphia take the lead? Free throws up. Free throws good. The Sixers got the lead. The Sixers got the lead. Who would have thought this when Boston was up 16 around this time in the second quarter? Harden has 10, 7, and 4 despite inefficient shooting. And the 76ers with Himmy Harden got the lead. Harden's got 11. They lead by 2. And all of Boston's momentum has been flushed down the drain. Horford. Can Boston regain that momentum? Brown. Trying to drive it in on Harden. They kick it out. White. He has a 3-pointer. This would be big. And he knocks in a crucial 3. For the momentum purposes, as Derek White regains Boston their lead, and you can tell that quieted down the crowd significantly. Harden gives it up to Embiid. Embiid then goes to Harden. Harden, then Maxey, a 3-pointer, rolls off. It's Derek White, a chance to extend this lead to 2 possessions. Brogdon. He'll try to drive it in on the egg. Harden gets the steal. Maxey picks it up. Odd-man rush for Philadelphia. It's Maxey laying it in. And Philadelphia has regained their lead. It's back and forth basketball. Back-to-back offense. It's playoff basketball here at Wells Fargo. Horford. Can Boston respond? Nice pass in. Brogdon had the opening. Didn't shoot it. Horford missed the opportunity to shoot his 3. Brogdon's open from 3, and he misses it. With 3 minutes to go in the third. A lot of threes going on. This game is a banger, as our producer is telling us. That is correct. Harden looking for a screen. He gets one. Now he passes it. Maxey 3. Oh, this crowd would have been electric if he would have knocked that down. It's Horford, then White. Screen from Horford. White. Then to Horford. It's a game of hot potato with White and Horford. And it's back to White. He tries a 3. Does not drain it, though. As it is Maxey, who gets the rebound near half court. Niang tries to get it into Embiid. That's deflected off Tatum out of bounds. Wow, this game has tired me out with back and forth offense. This one was just a beautiful play from Harden. He let Maxey pick it up. Maxey has been a ball hawk on the fast breaks, though. It's been for a reason because He is now 3 fast break possessions for Maxey, and he scored 6 points on those 3. He's been so crucial to this team's success, and so is the Beard, even though he comes out of the game. Melton gives it to Embiid. 2:33 left to go here in the third. Embiid trying to work with Williams on the perimeter, then kicks it out. Maxey driving it in. That one's no good. Then Melton gets the rebound. Niang the 3. Niang knocks it down. Philadelphia leads by 4, and Niang has hit the big momentum shots. Everyone standing here at the Wells Fargo Center. 2 minutes to go in the third, and now one is stolen. Tatum can't score on offense. Maxey slows it down. It's Philadelphia. Maxey, Embiid driving it in, out. Maxey, I would take a 3 here for the momentum. He floats one up. No, Williams. Then Brown now on the fast break, 2-on-2. Brown trying to get it with Niang. That's stripped out of bounds. Still Boston ball, but it's been all Philadelphia. They lead by 4, and they've been dominant on both sides of the ball. Maxey misses it, then Melton gets the rebound, then Niang. He's hit the 2 big momentum shots. He's got 6, and it's been a really important 6 points. As Brown tries to drive it in, and could not get it. Oh, they're going to call a foul, actually. Looked like they stripped him normally. They're going to call a foul. Brown going to the line for 2 shots. First one is up, and it is no good for Jaylen Brown. Still a chance, though, with one more free throw here to cut the deficit to 1 possession. But wow, I mean, this is a Boston team leading by 16 in the second quarter, and now Philadelphia is leading by 4 in the third, as they have changed the momentum, as Boston may be 13 minutes and 46 seconds away from their season's door closing and being locked forever. Harden is rolling the ball with Tobias Harris rolling it for him. He finally picks it up. Harden didn't have much rest on the bench. He comes back in. He does it for Maxey. No, Maxey's still in. No, Maxey is out. Melton is still in, though. Maxey needed a break. He was really crucial to Philadelphia's success. Nice pass by Harden to Embiid. Driving it in with Dwight. And 1 for Joel Embiid. Oh, they're not going to call it. But still points for Embiid. He's got Philadelphia their largest lead of the day with 5. Embiid's got 20 and 8 in the third. Brown trying to drive it in on Embiid. Good. And 1 for Jaylen Brown. And that quiets down this crowd. And not sure what Grant Williams is doing on the bench. He's supposed to be playing it right now. But if Brown goes like this, he doesn't have to be. Wow, what a move from JB. But on the other end, it's Harden with the beautiful behind the back to Embiid. And at that point, it's just MVP. Embiid checks out. He's got 20 right now. And with Brown having a chance to cut the deficit to 2 with 1:14 left in the third. Brown, his free throw, knocks it down. 2-point game. With a minute left, I cannot wait for Jacob and Matthew to get on here. There is a lot to talk about right now. Harden bringing it up. 1:10 left to go in the third. Brown's got 17, 4, and 4. Harden's got 11, 4, and 7. Now Harden tries to drive it in on Brown with the hook. It looked like Brown was hooking him. Harden finds Reed. Reed misses the wraparound. As now it is Brown trying to keep the ball. He barely does. And then it's White. 45 seconds left in the third. White driving it in. He either traveled or turned it over. Something happened. Nonetheless, it's Philly basketball. They could go 2 for 1 here, and it looks like they will. Harden, they didn't get the 2 for 1 part, though. Now Boston can go 2 for 1 if they want. It's Brogdon trying to drive it in quickly. That one's stolen. Out of bounds. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whose basketball it is. I guess they're going to say it stays here for Boston. Now, of course, they wouldn't go 2 for 1 because at that point, you're barely going to get any time anyway. But, wow. I mean, this has been interesting. Back and forth, fast break basketball. This is what you want to see at the Wells Fargo Center in April and May and June, frankly, for 76ers fans. Williams to Smart. Driving it in. Nene loves it up. Robert Williams throws it down. And Boston has tied the game. Harden, 10 seconds now left in the third, being guarded by Brown, using the just screen, but it didn't go too well. Harden trying to create separation with the All-NBA second team player. Harden drawing contact. That's exactly what Brown did earlier to Tucker. Harden does the exact same thing, and it pays off as he has 2 free throws to give the 76ers most likely the lead going into the fourth quarter. As this was beautiful, they're being able to draw contact on Jaylen Brown. By the way, for those who watch our NFL draft coverage, I need to let everyone know that it is only a tradition that nights that I commentate, the next day I have a science test. I have another science test tomorrow. Just letting everyone know for those who watch the NFL draft show. Harden going to the line for 2 shots. First one, good. 1.6 left in the third. And Philadelphia down 16. They never got discouraged. They kept fighting back, and they have all the momentum, whether they're down 1, up 1, or up 5, or down 5, frankly. With this crowd, they got all the momentum, and they really have a chance to close out the series. Harden. Second free throw is up. It is good. Boston no longer leads by 7 like they did. 1.6 seconds left in the third. What do they do here? Smart's got to heave it up from half court. And it almost went in. Not quite. After 3 quarters of basketball, Philadelphia outscores them by 9 in this quarter.
What is happening?
The Sixers have came all the way back. They lead by 2 going into the fourth.
Wow. Was that not the longest time without a break or what?
It was.
I know,
I
right?
I was ready. I'm like, I can't keep talking for this long. I got to get Matthew and Jacob on here.
This game is crazy.
It is right.
I mean, if we're talking about good games to broadcast,
yeah.
I mean, you gotta put this
Well,
one
I
on.
only broadcast good games, as Jacob knows.
wow. Harden's still been a little low on production though. Only 13 points.
My voice right now is low on production. Oh my goodness. I need you guys to do the talking for the next 2 minutes. Oh my gosh.
You think so? Do you think that the bad depth has been paying off or not for the Celtics so far? Jacob?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm talking to the screen.
Oh, no, sorry. Screen. What do you think? Yeah, I bet it's probably yeah, their bench is. I mean, they're playing with a 7-man team, so I mean, it's not going to be a whole lot of stuff coming off their bench. I mean, they do have the 6th man, but Malcolm Brogdon is playing pretty well. So I mean, who knows what the heck is happening? I mean,
But do you think it would be good to
great impact? But
do you think it would be good to maybe add like a Grant Williams or maybe even give Derek White a few more minutes?
yeah, definitely. I feel like those 2 guys are really like one of their big role players that come off the bench.
Because you're seeing Tatum 31 minutes already this game. Derek White only has 18. Derek White's been playing better.
I mean, he's been able to do everything else but make a basket. Really, he has 3 points tonight.
Yeah, and I feel like they should just. Tatum's not getting involved because they're not trying to get him involved. I think he should just keep trying to put up shots because if Tatum gets in his zone, which it might be a little difficult as we're going into the fourth quarter, but if Tatum gets in his zone, it's going to be hard to stop.
Guys, by the way, I just got a
Just
notification on my phone, and it said, who won the game 6? I'm like, aren't we already in game 6? Even ESPN can have typos.
Yeah, ESPN's not very great with that stuff, surprisingly.
Really? Okay. I think it's the opposite, but this is unbelievable that Philadelphia's been able to come back.
Okay.
It's also unbelievable how bad my voice hurts.
Tatum is 1 for 13.
I got one more quarter to commentate. It's a tight game.
Tatum
Hey,
has,
you need some help, Chase? I can commentate this last quarter.
No, I'm good.
Chase.
You sure your voice is sounding a little...
Chase.
You know what?
Tatum-
I am IH. I make it happen.
Tatum has as many points as he does turnovers.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
What is
Like,
happening?
he's been able to do...
I thought he would have
He's
more
been able to
turnovers.
do a lot more things off ball than he has been on ball.
So, guys, we got to make a prediction here. Who do you have winning?
Give me Philly. They're
I got
at
Philly
home.
too.
Right
Philly's
now,
the
I'm
they're
most
up
still
by
sticking with
2.
Boston.
Give me Philly. They have the momentum. I feel good
Philly's
for
been
them.
much better at crunch time. Guys, move out the way. I got a game to commentate here. Harden pulling up
You
from
do.
3 to begin the foot. That one's off the mark. Sorry, guys. I had to drink some water there for my voice. Brogdon with 11:30 left to go in the first. It is Tatum. He's got 3 points, 3 turnovers, tries to draw some contact, does. Tatum and his lack of offense today will head to the line for 2. And actually, the more I think about it, we didn't bring this up in the break. Something interesting is that Philly only led by 2 when Tatum was off the floor. So either that means Boston is going to play better now that Tatum is on the floor, or that means that Tatum hasn't been that valuable today with his inefficient scoring. One of the two have to be concluded, even though it's just a 5-minute stretch there. But Philly really started to get some ground, but they didn't get as much as I think they would want to with Tatum off the floor. That is something interesting you got to think about. Tatum knocks down both free throws, 5 points, 3 turnovers for JT, who became the first player in NBA history this year to average 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists a game. All right. Harden bringing it up for Philadelphia. Tie game here at the Wells Fargo Center. House from his former teammate House, or screen from his former teammate House. Then Reed. Then he finds House, who turns it over. Brogdon comes quickly. Then White. Then Tatum driving it in. Euro step with the left. No. Smart. Rebound. Williams barely keeping it in bounds, and he resets. 6 on the shot clock. Smart. Screen for Williams. Trying to get it in. Stolen by Reed. Brogdon saving it. Quickly there. White. Out to Brogdon. Brogdon driving it in. That ball goes flying into the stands. We're still tied at 73 here. And, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to finish this game, but I will. There's been a really physical game. House isn't called there with any contact whatsoever. It's just been a really physical game, and the refs have had to determine what should be a foul and what shouldn't. And some of the calls have been soft, some of them have been hard, and everything in between. Here is Tatum. He kicks it out smart. Smart driving it in. No, but Tatum on the rebound slams it down, and it just hangs on the rim for like 5 seconds. And we have some people in the producers that are just really laughing about that. But I mean, wow. He hangs on the rim. He is already fouled there. But if that would have counted, Tatum was having some authority on that one. He was hanging on the rim like it was like his life depended on it. Smart goes to the line for 2 free throws and a chance to give Boston their lead once again. Jacob, I'm surprised I didn't take one for the team, but I'm not going to take one for the team. I'm going to finish this game out. Let's go. I commentated a game with a broken wrist. I can commentate my game with a sore throat. All right. All right. Smart. His second free throw is good after his first one wasn't. 1 point game. Maxey guarded by Embiid. Maxey trying to drive it in, then kicks it back out to Embiid. Then Maxey. Then Embiid. It's a game of hot potato. 8 on the shot clock. Embiid trying to post up on Horford. It's the MVP fading away with MVP vibes. Philly has regained the lead with 10 minutes left in the fourth. Wow, Embiid's got 22, shooting 50% from the field. He's made all 8 free throws. He's got 8 boards. He truly has played like an MVP today. Tatum kicks it out. Williams then kicks it out to Smart. 10 on the shot clock. Smart trying to work with Williams. Floats it up. I don't know if that was a lob or a shot. Nonetheless, it goes in. And Boston regains the lead. And it seems like it's like a chess game back to back, back to back. And the momentum just continues to change sides throughout the possessions. Harden gets it to Embiid, being guarded by Horford. Then Melton, he creates separation on a 3, but that one goes way off. Horford, that's Smart. Smart trying to drive it in. Kicks it out Williams. Brogdon then trying to get it into Williams, and he can't control it. Nice defense from Embiid, and it's going to be Philadelphia basketball with 9:03 left in the fourth. And it's been back and forth, offense to defense, offense to defense. In this case, Embiid tips it, then Williams tries to save it, thinking he can still get it, and it ends up tipping off of him. Great defense from Embiid. Now it is Harden out. Melton three. No, clings off. Smart. Fast break opportunity. Tatum. He's got 5 today. Passes up on a 3. Harden steals it. What terrible fast break offense from Boston. Harden. Into Melton. Then to Harden. Then to Embiid. Embiid trying to work on the smaller Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Posting him up. 5 on the shot clock. Continuing to post him up. Fade away. Good. We know Embiid can go off in this place in the fourth quarter. He's doing it again. Philadelphia has regained the lead with 8:13 left in the fourth. Brogdon, screen from Tatum. Now it is Tatum. Posting up. Now out. Smart. Wide open 3. No! And everybody in this Philly crowd is standing. Harris. Then Harden. And they slow it down. Harden driving it in, kicking it out. Melton, 3. No. Tatum the rebound. Coming the other way is Boston. It's Smart. Then Brogdon pulls up from 3. Good. That's a big shot for Boston. They take a 2-point lead. Brogdon's got 16. And the Celtics fans seem to be regaining some happiness after that shot with 7:25 left in the fourth. Harden. Trying to drive it in on Embiid. Harden's got the mid-range, then passes it out to Maxey. Maxey goes through the baseline and throws it down. 79-79 in the fourth. Joe Mazzulla's got to call timeout for Boston, and it's back and forth basketball. In this case, it's Maxey throwing it down. Embiid has been going off, and it has been a dominating performance for Philadelphia in the second half. It's a tie game in the fourth.
Yeah.
This game is incredible.
It really is. This has been unbelievable.
Wow.
Guys, I'm telling you, every single time that a big play happens, I get more tired. I'm telling you. It's
how ironic would it be if like Tatum hit a game-winning shot?
that would be great. I would love to see that.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd literally get out of my seat and like go insane.
Yeah.
So Tatum is about to hit 10 rebounds. You think that'd be the first time in his career that he got 10 of a specific stat that's not points? Before he got points?
I was saying more. I was gonna say he's definitely had like a triple double before, but like
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's probably the first time that he would have gotten 10 rebounds before he's gotten 10 points.
Yeah. I got you. Probably, yeah. Probably, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, this game has been very exhausting and very fun at the same time.
Yeah, so how about I do the play-by-play part?
No, we're good, Jacob. I know what you're trying to hint at. I'm good. Don't worry. I got this. I'm good. We chilling. We chilling out here. I know what you're trying to hit at. You ain't gonna get it, Jacob. Don't worry. I'm not taking one for the team. But I think Philadelphia wins this game. They're much better in crunch time. And with Tatum not being well, I mean, if Tatum hits a game-winning shot, I would just laugh. I think my reaction would just be like, Tatum wins the game, you know, something like that. I'd just be like laughing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'd be hilarious. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Philadelphia is so much better in crunch time.
I mean, hey, maybe Matthew's like your cousin. He's a fortune teller, possibly.
I should text my cousin. What's gonna happen in this game? We're watching a commercial right now. Kyle Kuzma with Panera.
He's now a wizard. I forgot.
Yeah. And now
The
I'm going to
most
have to sign a
cool
$180 million
NBA
contract and overpay another inefficient scoring non-superstar.
I swear the Wizards are one of the most like irrelevant teams in the NBA. if I'm being completely
Jacob,
honest.
yeah, duh. Have you been an NBA fan for the past few years? You just figured that one out? They're awful, Jacob. It's miserable.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
miserable.
Chase.
I mean, they made the playoffs a couple of years ago, though.
Chase, you know what I think that will make you hopeful for the Wizards?
What?
They have not lost many playoff games recently.
That's the same thing with the
Yay!
Pistons, bro.
They have barely lost any playoff games in like the past decade.
All right, you guys move out the way. We're back here after this
Alright.
Nuggets Suns. I will not be commentating that. My voice will be resting there. But in this Philadelphia Boston game, it has been back and forth basketball. It's been Harden, it's been Embiid, and it's
Yeah.
been Maxey, as you see here on this throwdown. It's been just great basketball. Boston out of the timeout. Here we go. It's Smart finding Brogdon in the corner. Under 7 minutes to go in game 6 of the semifinal. Brogdon at open 3. How did they let him open? Because I guess he misses it. Then Smart misses the redirect, and Harden brings it the other way for Philly. They could have got it to Embiid when Smart was on him. They didn't do it in time, but it's all right. He can work on anybody. He can work with 3 guys there, except just not make it, I guess. Tatum driving it the other way. He's got 5. Oh, it's Maxey with the rejection. And they're not going to call a goaltending like Al Horford was. But are they going to call a foul is the question. What great athleticism and jumping from Tyrese Maxey to get up here and reject the ball. That's not a goaltend right there. That was perfect timing for Maxey. Barely. That was closer than the Embiid one, but that one is not a goaltend. They call a foul, though. Tatum goes to the line. He's only made 1 field goal today, but now that is with that 6 points. That is 4 of his 6 coming at the line, and possibly 5 of his 7 coming at the line if he makes this one. Jason Tatum has had a career year All-NBA first team for the 2nd straight season, but he's only got 7 tonight, and because of that, Boston only leads by 2 here at the Wells Fargo Center with their season on the line. Tatum's 1 of 14, yet Boston is still controlling the lead. Harden trying to get it in. It is Embiid. Embiid trying to work on a smaller Smart. Now it's over Horford, and it doesn't matter who it is. It's Joel Embiid. 81-81 with 6 minutes left in the 4th. Brown trying to work on Tucker. Made him look silly for a second. Now Maxey's making Brown look silly, and it's a transition foul that should be free throws, and it will be. Philadelphia has all the momentum. You see it in Doc Rivers' face. You see it in Tyrese Maxey's face. You see it with 19,000 fans. You see it all. And you can see Brown just strip there Maxey. And then, yeah, that is absolutely a transition foul right there. So, yeah, this will be very, very interesting. You know, we're asking our producer right now, Zeke, how, as a Sixers fan, how scared is he? And he said 7.5 out of 10. And to be honest, Matthew's right in the comments. That is pretty calm. Zeke, I'm glad you're keeping your composure. I'm personally not, because it's a crazy NBA game right now, and my voice still hurts, but we will have to move on. They're going to review if this is a transition foul. Matthew, Jacob, come on while you can. I got to rest my voice.
Okay.
Honestly, Chase, if the Wizards were in this situation, which they never would be, you probably would have hurt your vocal cords.
Dead. I'd be dead at this point.
Yeah, you would have hurt your vocal cords more than you have already today. you would be yelling so loud.
I'll tell you guys,
Oh my goodness, blocked by Bradley Beal or whatever.
again, never would happen. But like you guys got to remember too, like when I meant I could not commentate the Ravens game, I meant I could not commentate the Ravens game. Like I'd be too stressed. Like I would be like shaking on camera. Like that would not be normal. Like
What
that's
the
not a
heck was
normal-
even the call?
Is that really how nervous you get during Ravens games?
No. Yeah. Like I scream at my television. Like
Personally,
I
I never get that nervous during Commanders games because I know that usually they're going to end up choking and we're going to lose.
Right. All right, here we go. I guess you guys.
Oh, wait, they
maybe-
call it tech. What the heck?
No, it's the transition foul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
They call
that.
the transition foul, right? So, yeah, I guess
Wait.
next break when we get to about a minute left, we'll bring Jacob and Matthew back on so we can see the live reactions. I'll be the only one talking, but we can see their reactions and we'll talk to them after the game. And then I'll rest my voice and I'll watch Denver eliminate Phoenix. Those are 2 made free throws from Embiid. Tyrese Maxey has got 23. Embiid is pretty sure has gotten 30. The Celtics have 18 turnovers today. That's the most they've had yet in a game in this year's postseason. And this has just been an abnormal game for Boston. So the 2 free throws and Philly basketball, they got all the momentum here with 5:50 left in the fourth. MVP, MVP, MVP on Horford. MVP misses it. Wow. Not great for my voice. We're still going to move on. Tatum getting it into Smart. Then out to Brown. Brown out to Horford. Horford drives it in. Then to Williams. Everyone touches the ball. Embiid rejects it. And it's Boston basketball. Harden and Embiid are doing the exact same thing. They're just putting their hands up and hoping they can get some sort of call since they get every single foul call anyway. We're not quite sure what's happening. We may bring Matthew and Jacob back on. Yes, because there's going to be a review here or some sort of challenge. So, Matthew's writing he's losing his mind. Matthew, I feel like you are losing your mind. I don't know what's happening in this game right now.
This is ridiculous. Also, how did Embiid miss that layup? I feel like that would have been a huge layup for him.
It would have extended to do. Ooh, guys, is that goaltending right there? Is that defensive goaltending?
My TV is 15 seconds behind, so let's see.
That's an L right there, by the way.
Is that some like rim violation of some sort?
Yeah, that would be a goaltend, I guess, if it's still in the cylinder. I don't think we're still in the cylinder, though. I don't know the exact rules behind those.
Also, did Robert Williams get fouled there?
Yeah, I do not know what happened. I don't think so.
I think that's either a foul or goaltending, but either way, he's either getting 2 shots or getting 2 points.
By the way, if Jacob is somehow hearing this,
No, he's not. That's not what happened. The review if it went off the top of Williams' head or not after it came off of Embiid's block to see who
Also,
called
to
it out of
see
bounds.
who it went out of bounds on.
Yes, that is what we're doing. Producer out.
All right, that makes sense. By the way, where is Jacob? Where could he possibly be at this stage of the game? Only Jacob turns into Ryan Schlesinger and misses the biggest moments of the show. I guess it's just us two. Sports 2 kids here. Oh, there he is. Welcome back, Jacob.
I need my snack, bro.
Snack, bro, I haven't eaten in hours. My mouth is in terrible condition, okay?
I need my energy. I need to stay awake for the next 3 hours of the 5 minutes left in the game.
I so want to say that's not true, but I can't. Because that really is such a true statement. Oh my god. That is so true.
I know, end of games take forever because all the challenges and timeouts, stuff like that. Like, oh my god.
This game is probably going to take like 30 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Matthew, why did you just say Chase has to get better at grammar?
That was a joke.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Better. I got you.
Better rest.
Says the person who said it combined. Combined.
Who says that
it's
can't
because it's because Chase said Ayton. He hasn't eaten in 8 hours, which I don't think Ayton is a word except for DeAndre Ayton. That's why we're saying you need to get better at the grammar.
Oh, I got you. I just did a grammar test today, so that's not good. I usually get well on those. I have a science test tomorrow. That'll be miserable, probably.
It's funny. I had a science test today.
It's weird. What?
I had a science test today.
Oh wow! My condolences to your soul.
I have a geography test tomorrow.
Yeah, that's basically what I have too. It's like about geography. All right, you guys will come on soon. I can't hear what they're saying. The call is overturned because of the coach's challenge, but I'm not sure who challenged because I cannot see anything. So I guess Philadelphia challenged. So it will be Philadelphia basketball and not Boston. Wow. I mean, that's wow right there. Brown and Smart have combined for 37, while Brown and by the way, Jacob, we can hear you opening your snack, all right? And then Maxey and Embiid today has been the story for Philadelphia. They've combined for 51. Tatum got 7, 9, and 6. The weirdest stat line ever. What are they reviewing now? What are they possibly reviewing? This is unbelievable. They're reviewing the time. Couldn't they have given us the time during the call? See, Jacob, officially announced Jamal Murray is playing. Non-COVID illness. Hope you enjoy
Wait,
that.
he's playing?
Jamal Murray is playing. So go tell Phoenix to
He
have a
might
fun
not be 100% though.
Tell Phoenix to have a fun last 40 minutes.
Just
40
saying,
minutes.
Michael Jordan wasn't 100% during flu game.
Well, Michael Jordan's just built different.
Yeah, I mean,
Although playoff Jamal Murray's different.
I agree.
he is different. Playoff Jamal is him. All right, let's go. I want to commentate some basketball. My voice doesn't really want to talk, but that's besides the point.
Poor Chase.
I think this is the worst it's ever been. I thought it was sore after the San Diego State game. Gosh. All right. But it has to be done. 5:25 left. Let's see. Can Maxey knock down these shots? Philadelphia currently up. I could be wrong, guys. Was it just me or were they up 83-81?
All right, I'll say this real quick, Jason, bring you back up to speed. I don't know why it brings me up. I don't want to be on here, but they called it the wrong foul, and they shouldn't have let Joel Embiid shoot the foul shots. So it should have been Maxey shooting the foul shots all along. So that's why they're going back and getting the foul shots correct. It's a big mess. The referees screwed that up, and then they let a whole possession happen now.
Yeah, so they could have risked injury. I didn't think you could do that. And then let the possession. Okay, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, why was Embiid shooting the free throws? That's crazy. That's rested.
We just wasted so much time.
I know we just wasted it. That's a colossal waste of time. All right, Harden screen from Embiid. Harden kicks it out. Maxey driving it in. Then Niang. Then Maxey 5 on the shot clock. He's been unbelievable today. He's got 23, and it will stay at 23. It is Smart. He's got 20 today. He's had a great day offensively for Boston as their leading scorer. They kick it out. Horford for 3. No.
Boston really needs a basket here.
Harris. Then it is Tyrese Maxey. It is Embiid kicking it out to Maxey. Then to Harden. 7 on the shot clock. Everybody on their feet with 4:30 left. Harden, step back. That would have gotten every single fan out of their seat if there was still one fan that was sitting down. Brown trying to drive it in. Harden doubles. Maxey nearly gets the steal. Brogdon. Then Tatum for double-digit points. Yes! Jason Tatum has given Boston the lead. Exactly what we expected throughout this game for Jason Tatum to shoot 2 of 15, but then knock down the go-ahead shot with 4 minutes to go.
I told you.
You did. Embiid puts one up. It rolls off. Maybe he's not the MVP. These are 2 missed layups in crucial time. Tatum, 3:45 left in the fourth. Tatum doesn't use Brown's screen. Trying to create separation with Maxey. He does. Tatum. Yes! Back-to-back threes for Jason Tatum.
I told you.
The Celtics lead by 2 possessions.
Tatum hitting field goals?
Matthew called it. Back-to-back threes for Tatum.
And I just also, if you don't remember,
I'm not giving up yet.
I said earlier this game.
I hate Matthew officially.
I said earlier this game that I would not be surprised if Jason Tatum got 15. And here he is going off in the fourth quarter, getting his 15 points that he deserves.
Does he deserve
Can we
it?
just all look back at the fact that Zeke just said, I officially hate Matthew?
Yeah, can we just look back at that for a second?
All right, let's look back again. I officially hate Matthew. There we go.
All right, good. Matthew, what did you say? I was paying attention. What did you say?
Hmm?
What did you say to curse him?
I just said earlier that Tatum was gonna hit that final shot at the end of the game,
All right. Yeah,
and
you're
then
right.
and then here he is going off.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the final shot of the game, but he is going off.
Yeah, it's not the final shot, but it's
It's not what I
landing.
expected. I mean, if Boston can continue this, I mean, it could be hard for Philadelphia to come back. I still think Philadelphia is going to win because they've been better
Yeah.
today. But you know,
That's what I know. I
Although,
don't think Philly's gonna
last
win.
time I said that jokingly UConn was gonna win it all, that ended up happening.
when did
Of
you
course,
say
Matthew's
jokingly that
first
UConn was going to win it all?
prediction
I
is
was the one who said
Philly.
jokingly UConn was going to win it all.
And then I became a UConn fan in round 2.
You turned into Jacob a little bit, but I respect it because it was
No,
for
he
you.
turned into Chase.
All right, Jay, we'll debate that later. Harden, 3:25 left in the fourth. He's got the ball at the point, screen from Embiid. Harden will look to find him. Instead, he will wait and kick it out. Maxi's got a wide open three. Very underwhelming. Smart gets the rebound, a really interesting rebound there, as it will be
Airballed.
Jason Tatum. He's got multiple three-pointers in a row, or consecutive threes for Boston. Can he get a third straight bucket? Tatum, he's on fire right now. Now we're back to Tatum. Here comes Maxey driving it in, and he is fouled. That foul looks like it will be on Malcolm Brogdon. Maxey will head back to the line. That's what he's done best today, and that's what he's done. That's what he has done best today.
I think
And
if
he
you're
will go to
Brogdon,
the
I
line
think you
for
just
more
let him go to
shots.
the cup.
Yeah, he will go to the line for 2 shots, a chance to make it a 2-point game.
What an interesting rebound by Marcus.
That was an interesting rebound right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Tatum has really turned his game around. Now he is 13, 9, and 6.
Yeah, it's actually been pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, after hitting those 2 threes, I mean that kind of helps.
Right, Maxey misses the first free throw. Doc Rivers is just looking at the iPad. The POV, the oblivious coach who looks up and sees his guy misses a free throw.
Also, should Derek White be on the court? Because he hasn't played almost like all of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you may not want to get a cold shooter in there. Robert Williams is not on the court.
He's
That's
hitting some good threes
All right,
recently.
Matthew, we'll talk later. Hold on. Marcus Smart. He's got it at the point, being guarded by Tucker. Now being guarded by Harris. They're switching the defenders. Smart tries to drive it in on the floater. It's good. Marcus Smart gives Boston a 5-point lead with 2:30, and Boston does not want this game to end. Harden driving it in. Tucker, wide open three. No. Harden runs for the rebound, though. So an extra possession for Philadelphia. Harden out. Tucker going through Harden. They ran into each other. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock. The beard stripped. I don't know what's happening. Horford's on the ground for some reason. I don't know why he's on the ground. They're reviewing something. No one knows what's going on. It's absolute chaos.
Pretty
See
sure
right
they
here,
call a
tries it
shooting
in.
foul against
They're going to call
Horford.
a foul or they're going to call a strip. That's what they're looking at.
I think they're calling shooting foul against Horford, but Horford wants to review.
They're calling a shooting foul. Wow.
This is ridiculous.
That's clean in my opinion.
We'll have to see. All right, you guys come back on. You do the talking.
I mean, I think he got all ball there. If he didn't, then he lightly slapped his hand.
Wait, shooting foul on Horford?
That's what they called. But it shouldn't be that.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Here, I'm gonna look at it.
I mean,
one more
Harden's
time.
acting job made it a little, you know.
You guys got to know that James Harden at this point. I mean, he's a
He may as well
five-time
deserve an
he's a
Oscar,
5-time
man.
Grammy winner, guys. I mean,
Yeah,
what
how
do
is he
we know?
not?
Yeah, that was not.
Yeah, that was
Not
not a
Grammy.
foul.
5-time Oscar winner.
That was a good challenge there.
Not Grammy. 5-time
Wait,
Oscar.
Are they challenging it?
I don't think it was.
Yeah,
a
I
shooting
think
foul,
they
but
are,
I think it was
or at least they're reviewing that.
I don't think it was a shooting foul. I think it was a foul on the ground.
Yeah, but that looked like a clean strip in my opinion.
I think he got part of his hand.
Does that matter though? He got the ball.
No, but if you get part of the guy's hand, it's a foul. All right, let's see what they call here. Let's see in that angle. Oh, he got his hand. He got his hand. But Tatum's jumping up and down, moving in a circle like he's partying like Dan Hurley when they made the Final Four. Yee! All right.
What
Let's
do they
see. What do they
call it?
call? The best part is Tatum's reaction to everything. I mean, that just makes the play right there.
It's gonna be Sixers basketball.
So coach's challenge, pause overturn. Great challenge for Boston. So 1.7 on the shot clock. It will be Philly ball, 1.7 on the shot clock. Philly still down by 5 with the ref controlling Doc Rivers. Now look to inbound. Tatum. Tightly guarding Harden. Harden's got to get it in. He gets it to Melton, who puts up a quick shot. Rims off. 2 minutes left in the fourth. And Boston can control this one out and send this one to a game 7 if they play these last 2 minutes right.
This is where the
Smart.
game goes.
Tatum, 3. Got it! Another go-ahead 3. It's Jason Tatum. The Celtics lead by 8.
Tatum.
He's cold-blooded. He's cold-blooded.
He literally hadn't scored basically all night. Now he's hit like 3
Harden.
threes in a row.
Try to get it on Horford. He drives it in. Harden with ease. No.
Good defense
Smart.
by Horford.
Driving it. And it's stolen. What are they doing? They got to go fast. Smart gets it back. And I think they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to be Boston basketball. With
I
Harden.
think it was
like, sitting
timeout
on him.
Boston, maybe.
And this is not looking so good for Philly right now.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, we have our producer Zeke saying the game's over at this point. What a shot from Tatum. And then Philly could not respond. Tatum was cold the entire day.
What was
But he
Maxey
made
doing?
3 really big 3-pointers here to give Boston a lead.
Oh, that could have been an and one. I think he got part of Tatum's hand.
I don't think he did. I mean, that one's kind of a.
That's
cheap
not
one.
an and one.
He got part of the hand, but Wow. Like the ever so slightest bit of his hand. But I mean, with the NBA, they're
Tatum just went
call
from
Lil
having like
Heavy.
the worst game of his career to actually like a great game.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
It was,
looking,
like,
is
so weird.
there a legitimate possibility that what was I gonna say? Is there a legitimate possibility that Philadelphia comes back and wins this game?
I mean,
No.
with the amount of time left, it's
I think they
tough,
can.
but I mean, there's definitely a possibility.
With Maxey and
Austin
Harden, I really think
Austin
he can.
has all the momentum though. Philly crowd is I feel like if they had a chance, it's if they just went on a run and the crowd is hype and they have the momentum, but it's the complete opposite right now.
Zeke
Yeah,
is
like,
writing because it
currently,
said
according to
76ers are going to win.
ESPN, Celtics have a 99.3% chance to win right now.
That's insane. Wow.
So 0.7% chance that Philadelphia wins. So there is a possibility, but it's not very high.
You guys, if you think about it, it was 83 to 81. Since then, it's been all Boston. All right, move out the way, folks. I'm going to commentate this one. It's Smart with under 130 left. Now it is Tatum being guarded by Tucker. Jason Tatum trying to drive it in. Spin move. Tatum, filthy besides the shot. That wasn't really great. Harden. Now he'll look to drive it in. On last year's decoy. Harden has to put one up. Tries to draw contact. Does not. And I think he does. No, they do. I think they will finally call the foul. Are they going to call it technical?
Are you serious?
I am so confused.
That was
right now.
so after the play.
Oh, it's an in transition foul.
What is happening?
Oh, so they're going to tee up Harden?
No, it's a transition foul. It's a technical against or transition against PJ. I don't know what's happening. Boston's got the ball.
Looks like
It
PJ
is Tatum.
fouled Tatum.
Under a minute left. A shot here would basically seal the deal. Put the nail in the coffin. Tatum. Oh, that would have been. Oh, Horford. I think that may do it. You got a foul. At 43 seconds. They can hold on to it. At this point, don't foul. Play defense. Tatum. Bullseye. It's over, folks. Rums for Jason Tatum. 4 big 3-pointers.
But
And Boston
dagger.
is going to force a game 7. Wow.
Yep, Matthew, you're the
Point
least
all
liked
game.
person in all of Philadelphia right now.
I'm so proud of myself right now.
Oh my god.
I just lost Philadelphia the game. I just upset an entire state.
I can go to bed now.
And Chase just left.
You realize my bedtime is supposed to be 9:30 and it's 10:04? Yeah.
Wow. This game is crazy. Jason Tatum.
He had
Take
3
over.
points all game until the fourth quarter.
Remember when I said, though, that I wouldn't be surprised if he got 15?
Well, he has 19
What's
now.
up, guys?
but
I'm
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Sorry, this took a little bit of a break. I'm right back. Wow, this game has been truly intense.
Has
And
the other game
my
started
voice
yet?
knows it too. My voice knows
Oh,
it
it
too.
starts to like 10:30, I think. Something like that.
What, the Nuggets game?
Yeah.
It starts
No,
at
I'll
10
have to
o'clock.
watch that tomorrow or just look at the score and hope Denver won. Because there's no
Why
way.
do you hope that? Oh, wait, yeah, because you picked them.
Yeah.
By
And
the way,
all the
Chase,
Sixers fans are exiting the stadium, folks. It's over.
by the way, if you ever want me to be host for Sports for Kids, I can do that.
All right,
No,
man.
I
just
think
we'll
I
let-
can do that.
we'll
I
let
think I'd be an
Jacob-
amazing
Guys, we
host.
had an
Chase. You should make
experimental
me the
episode
host.
number 9, Sports for Kids. Didn't go well. All right, we'll advertise Sports for Kids at the end. It's Shake Milton. It is just crunch time at this point, minutes. Not crunch time. It's just bench minutes. I mean, now we're looking at Jaden Springer driving in. Boston still has all their guys out there. Jaden Springer makes it a 9-point game. But
Bruh.
Boston,
I think they're just going to
Tatum.
dribble it out, and that's
right,
going
guys,
to be it.
Philadelphia could make the dirty move of injuring Tatum, but that would not be, one, a good move, and 2, that would just be non-classy and just a really bad
Yes.
thing to do.
The Celtics, I predicted
6
it. They're
seconds.
going
Hold on,
to
guys. We just got
win.
4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2. Boston. 1 game away from completing the upset or completing the comeback. The Celtics have forced a game 7 here at Wells Fargo Center, and they'll come back home to TD Garden with a chance to go back to the conference finals. That's it, guys.
That's going to be a good game. Game
That's
7.
great.
Probably going to be. When's that going to be? Like Saturday, probably?
Yeah, I think so. That will be a good game, folks.
Sunday.
I'm going to be watching all
Mother's
that.
Oh, it's going to be
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, Mother's Day. Sorry, Mother. I'm going to be watching this. Tatum
Yeah,
down the post-game interview.
All right.
I would be asking him, did you take steroids in the middle of the fourth quarter? Because what happened?
Yeah.
He had 16 in the fourth. He had 3 in the first 3 quarters.
See,
The fact that Tatum finished with 19 when he had 3 going into the fourth is truly remarkable.
by the way, I'm going to wish our producer good luck for the 76ers because I know it's just going to end up backfiring and they're probably going to lose if I wish him good luck. So,
Right.
All
All
right.
right, guys. We
Yeah,
will
we're
wrap up the
probably going
show
to close it
here.
out here. 'cause I
Whether
gotta
it was
go.
debating about which team has more, which person cheers for more teams, even though it's an obvious answer, or Joe Montana or Tom
Can we
Brady,
please close this out?
or everything in between. This has been a great broadcast. The Boston Celtics are forcing Game 7. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Play-by-Play Student Sports Network. Student Sports Network's live coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinal between the Celtics and the 76ers. One more game left in the series to close it out. Alongside my co-host, Matthew Heiserman, and Jacob Muncie, I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chase Coburn, and we'll see you next time on the Play-by-Plays.
The Play-by-Play Student Sports Network. The best students of sports.